I'm on the drugs right now. I can use your love right now. But instead they tryna tear me down. I'm just
check. Something real difficult there? What? Check. Hey! Yeah, do they say that to you? Check! Jokes ready and shit.
Oh, they rolling.
Oh shit. Oh, you just
yeah,
we rolling in.
Kind of like coming.
Yeah, don't just make me nervous like that, bro. I thought we was getting situated, but you know what time it is. It's that time of the week, baby. It's Wednesday. Hump Day. Welcome to the Really Good Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Home of the Really Good Podcast, man. We got a great episode planned for you guys, man. I got my co-host. Everyone's very excited about the episode. Yes. I should finally say what episode we're on. It's episode 13, man.
You tripping.
15. I started thinking about some other shit. Episode 15. Maybe I'll cut it. Maybe I won't. I felt like I was flowing. I thought of the next thing. Anyways, episode 15, man. It's my 15th time doing it. This is the closest I've become. I've come to knowing what episode we on. But we here, man. I got my co-host with me.
Yes.
Kai Creations, no introduction needed.
No introduction needed, baby.
Anyways, though, Sakibi Comedy in the building.
What's good?
1 Minute Podcast. You heard of him.
You already know.
Might be Day on the cut. Might be. Might not be. You never know.
Deo Mayo.
In the back, we got young Ryan. Right, did we ever come with a nickname? You said Rizzle. That's too close to my shit. Huh?
You're Young Rizzle.
Young Rizzle, so.
But we got to find something for you. I don't know.
Ryan.
My son Ryan is here. Yeah, young Melly Mel in the cut.
And
then we got a special guest. That's the exact same thing I was going to say, man. So how's everyone feeling, man? What?
I stole your thunder.
Oh, it stole my thunder. See, I can't hear at the time.
Is a special guest a secret?
I was just doing a little ad-lib.
No, you had it though. Yeah, we got a special guest. We got a lot of things. A lot of things planned for the people. Y'all motherfuckers better talk into your mics because I cannot hear y'all motherfuckers at all. Y'all was like, what are they
turn me up.
Yeah, low-key, I might have to.
I might have to pull them all, bro.
But how's everyone's week doing, man? Or how's everyone's week going?
Hey, we got a lot to say for our fucking weeks, do we not?
Oh yeah,
gentlemen.
I think Kobe would have signed off on our weekend, bro. I can't lie. We was grinding.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Started early.
Y'all had a fun weekend. Okay, so I saw y'all all weekend. Okay, how was your Monday and Tuesday? The days I didn't see. Oh, actually, I saw you Monday, but I had to get some data and shit. But whatever.
But we even chopped it up then.
Chopped it up a little bit. How was y'all Mondays and Tuesdays? How was the rest of your day?
Bro, that was slow as fuck, bro. I was just waiting to create again, man. Like, just having the weekend that was just great and creating and just being in that flow, being in that state, recording, shooting, working, seeing people grow in their craft and really enjoy it. It was something beautiful to see. So when Monday came around, it was so sad to go back to work. It was like, man, fuck this. Like, I want to do that shit again, like what I was doing all weekend, you know? So then Tuesday rolled around. I'm like, wait, it's only fucking Tuesday? Like, the whole, like, nah, it was fucking with me. So then Wednesday came around, pod day. I'm excited. So creating again and getting back into that flow. And this weekend, you know, we'll have some more fun with it. So
guess I took like a break for my Monday and Tuesday. You know, that's about it. I didn't do much.
Just took a break?
I did. I definitely did. You see, I had nothing coming in here.
It's all right.
See?
It's the first mental health days or something? Or we got to talk
about
something?
I had to rejuvenate myself. It was it was a pretty interesting Monday night. But, you know, I'll tell you about that later. Right. But Monday night was really boring. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. But, yeah, I just had a chill Monday and Tuesday. I'm excited to pod. It might not sound like it right now.
This shit's gonna be so excited to pod right now. Dale, how was your week, my guy? I actually didn't see you. I saw you this weekend. How was your week leading up into today, man?
You know, just chill.
I'm so fucking glad you're here, man. The baby ass, man. The baby in his bitch.
We've been waiting to get that joke off. Bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, my weekend was solid, you know. Just looking forward to
I saw you.
Day. Yeah.
I saw you very drunk, my friend.
Me too.
I saw you drunk, slumped.
It must have been somebody else.
With your hand down your pants.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I was home all weekend. I was just reading the newspaper.
This nigga was beating his meat in the party.
What the fuck does the news have to do with you having your hand in the cookie jar,
bro,
man?
I don't know what y'all talking about. I wasn't even out anywhere. I was home all weekend.
Some cashews.
I was home all weekend, you know, spending time with my family.
Bro, I seen this nigga in the center of the party throwing ass. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
He's lying. He actually is lying to you,
bro.
Man.
Everybody chanting and shit, man.
See, no.
Dirty.
Bruh.
They pulled out the Carfax.
Hey, damn, it's all right. Hey, but it was funny as fuck though when you woke up because you slowly realized like that you had your hand in your pants and you was like slowly pulled them shits out and creeped up and then you
like be very careful,
like wiping it off.
You didn't even go
like,
wash your hands.
Nah, we saw you. Yeah, you had your hand in your pants. You can't smooth.
Was it like in my? It wasn't like in my underwear or my pants.
You tell us, bro.
I don't know.
I was asleep, so what the fuck? I don't know.
I don't
Either
know.
way,
What did your hand smell like?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't smell like anything.
Maybe it was over the underwear.
Alright,
You
it
never know.
was on the briefs.
He lying like shit.
So he had a good weekend and shit, man.
Smell like straight swamp nuts.
He
was dancing and shit.
That's what woke me up. I was like, damn, nigga.
For sure,
All right,
swamp ass. But yeah, so it sounds like you had a good weekend. Or you definitely had a good weekend, man. But the rest of your week was good.
Yeah,
Monday,
this week
Tuesday
was
was fly. All right,
yeah.
cool. My shit was good. Yo, you know this weekend? I don't know if I told y'all, but after the Saturday night, I slept on the ground.
You gotta tell us.
Because I was sitting, because I smoked on the way home and I drank a lot, but I smoked. Then I was at my desk still smoking. And then you know when that point when you get crossed and you know you fucked up, like you just feel hella nauseous. So then I'm sitting at my desk like this. Like a cool probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I know I need to get to the bed at some point. We shooting the music video tomorrow morning, man. We got a little trip to Ojai planned.
Yeah.
And then the furthest I made it was to the floor. So I just slept on the rug. And then when I woke up at some point and got in the bed, and then we were supposed to link up at 8, but then I woke up at like 10:10, and then we did link up, and it was great. It was great. Phenomenal weekend, no doubt.
Oh yeah,
Busy.
man. You asked us about Monday and Tuesday, and I was like, I totally forgot about my weekend. I was just like so focused on Monday and Tuesday, but the weekend was fucking great.
Yeah.
Did the 1 minute podcast? It was interesting. It was super. Like Ohio was really dope.
Yeah, we went out to Ojai, and then dude basically has a podcast, 1 minute of uninterrupted conversation.
Yep.
And it was pretty dope, man. We came across some interesting people. Shot a little music video out there as well. It was pretty cool. We were driving the town crazy, man. It was kind of weird at times, but it was pretty cool. Definitely lit.
Yeah,
different
definitely.
environment.
Definitely. But it was kind of cool cause when you said that because it reminded me of, you said you weren't really too excited thinking about the weekend again, like it wasn't stuck on your mind. But I think that says something to your professionalism and your place as a creator to like, I don't know, because I mean, I feel like it was great. You know what I mean? And we got like a lot of stuff done. I feel like, I know we weren't like solely focused on like your creation, but we did focus on it. But I think that just goes to show like just next step, like moving forward, fuck it, like did a lot of shit, but I'm focused on the next day or focused on whatever it is.
This guy just told you he took a break Monday and Tuesday. He just said I took a break Monday and Tuesday.
He was focused on the rest, so he was chilling.
I was editing clips. That's a break.
Okay. Oh, see?
That's different.
See, that's a different level of hustle when your break is like you fucking grinding through the break.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is regular, but
Hater.
at the same time, sometimes like I'll call it a break and I won't even think about it,
You're
But
just a dog, bro.
But dude, you guys remember that dude that was like circling around us,
Yeah.
saying some crazy shit? There was some crazy people out of Ohio. Not gonna lie.
Interesting, man.
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
tell y'all later.
it's gonna be a dope video, man. That's all I really think about it.
Yeah.
All right, so should we start off with some bullshit or serious mode? I say we start with some bullshit. Keep it light.
All right.
Yeah.
Dale, what you got for us?
Yeah, what you got for us, man?
You asking the wrong nigga today, bro.
I'll give you a hint who we gonna talk about.
What was your best tweet?
Huh?
You haven't tweeted recently?
I mean, I have, but like nothing.
You said,
with
what was your
substance.
best tweet?
Nothing
My
of
fault. That
substance.
was terribly.
All right,
phrased.
so I'll just lead in. We doing different shit. Tristan Thompson, man, caught cheating. Which time is this?
Not surprised.
Probably like 8th.
Well, okay, it's alleged. I don't want to just be the guy that's
He
like,
probably
he
did.
got
He
caught
probably
cheating.
did it. He probably did it.
Probably did it. All right,
Hit him
well.
with the
Who was he
horns.
cheating with? That's always the important question.
Oh no, Sydney Chase.
Well,
is that?
Sydney
Whoever
Chase.
she is, she looks better than
She was
his
on
baby mama, so I get it.
She was on Adam 22 show, and she basically like let it spill out that happened, and then
Hey, he must
You
have a
just let
mouthpiece
it
or something.
spill
bro.
out.
yeah, type shit. So then Khloe Kardashian said, "People who don't hesitate to share a kind word or do a good deed to brighten someone else's day are the best kind of people." Read the quote by Sonia Sabnis, which Kardashian posted late Tuesday on social media. I definitely said that name wrong. And then okay, so here's what the girl that he was with said. It happened, and then I found out he was not single, and I cut him off. Then she said, the last time we had contact, besides when he messaged me after finding out about the interview, it was the day after his daughter's birthday, Chase said. But where's what Khloe said?
She released a statement like,
Yeah.
it happened again.
It happened again.
Hold up. He did it again, huh?
Damn, I didn't know they were still together.
I didn't know either.
Me either, bro.
For real.
You didn't know? You
didn't know they were like.
Hey, which
together.
Kardashian? Which one? Which one you taking?
Oh, if we were ranked like out of all the
I'm just saying, like out of all of them, which one you taking?
Kim.
No, we're not talking about that. Obviously, I'm talking about of the women, motherfuckers.
He said Caitlyn.
I'm taking Kim for the clout.
Okay, Kim for the clout. What we got?
Kylie.
Okay.
Oh, take Jenner's too?
I'm saying. I thought you was bullshitting with like the Bruce Jenner.
No.
All right, yeah, that includes. All right, the whole family. Whole family. Yeah.
Fuck. I know you taking Caitlyn for sure.
Hey,
Courtney. All right, okay, what happened?
the lady he cheated with said he had a peekaboo dick. By the way, on the podcast.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. All right.
Did he wear like a costume with it or some shit?
What happened?
Oh, no.
We should figure out what a peekaboo dick is, bro.
That is a bit.
Like I never had that said to me before.
Seriously.
Oh, bro, she just been posting quotes, basically, in short.
Oh,
that the quote that I read was the cryptic quote.
You straight
People who
said.
don't hesitate to share a kind word or do a good deed to brighten someone else's day are the best kind of people. Got it. Okay, so what the fuck is we supposed to take from this? So basically, she's just posting quotes, and Tristan hasn't said shit. If you're Tristan and you didn't cheat, would you sue the woman accusing you, or that's basically gone on this platform and said that you piped her out and have a peekaboo dick? That means uncircumcised, right?
I have no clue.
That's what Adam said. He's like, oh, he's uncircumcised, so I guess that's a peekaboo dick.
I mean, there's nothing to really sue for. What, you gonna sue for defamation? Like, you can't
sue for defamation. It didn't really
defamation.
ruin his brand or anything. So like,
you know, there's not much to gain, but as far as clearing your name, like you filing a lawsuit, it is defamation. If you go on a public platform and speak things that are lies, but you'd have to prove that it's a lie.
I mean, it's like, yeah, I cheated 8 times, but not this 9th time, bro. Like, let me clear my name. Like, what's the point?
Hey, well, if you have a wife and you cheated 8 times and the 9th one wasn't you this time, fam, you get the fuck out of here. You're not taking that 9th L
like,
after
hey, I didn't do this, but I'm not taking. I'm taking the fall for this.
He's more like. Don't
like this time it was not me. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
And the next time you cheat, like, hey, remember the last time you thought I cheated, but I actually didn't? Like, it's another one of those times. See, it builds up the fucking, credibility. I feel it.
Bro, that girl was the worst because I guess she got drunk basically on Adam's podcast and was just like going off about shit. Oh, I shouldn't say this. And then just started going. It was one of those.
Say this?
Has a whole speech prepared and shit. Like, yeah, she fucking planned that shit.
Bro, and then she went on social after and was like, I shouldn't have said that. Like, that was so sloppy or whatever. But it is true. And then was like, the last time he messaged me. So I was like, she basically, she fucked him over.
Have said that, but here's more details about the situation.
Exactly.
Like she did it on purpose, bro. Fuck out of here.
But in her defense, he did kind of play, because she says that he said he wasn't, or he was single and shit, and so I guess he kind of played her, so she might be salty about that. He forgot about his wife. Yeah, it happens.
It'd be like that, right? Is that not just me? Or?
It happens, man. It happens. All right. I think we straight on that. After we angered the entire transgender community after last pod, let's talk about some Bruce Jenner. I don't know, actually.
I mean, I was the only one,
that was
defending
like
them.
Yeah, Dave, I put the cape on.
I'm just speaking what I believe.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Like,
he was smashing him.
Community, let's talk about Bruce.
I didn't even peep. That's so fucked up. And we keeping that too. And we keeping it. No PC shit.
Oh shit.
No PC shit.
No one caught it.
None
of y'all motherfuckers caught it. I was testing y'all, and none of y'all caught that shit. Shame on you guys.
I got you.
He's gonna cut this shit out.
I caught it. I couldn't find it in time. Fuck it. We'll keep going. Where we talking? Oh yeah, Caitlyn Jenner, running for governor of California. Caitlyn. She has announced it. The Olympic gold medalist with the reality show family announced Friday that she will run for governor of California. The state's Democratic governor, Gavin Newsom, is likely to face a recall election this year. Jenner, a 71-year-old Republican, said she has filed paperwork to run for office. Californians want better and need better from their politicians, she wrote on Twitter. Taking on entrenched Sacramento politicians and the special interests that fund them requires a fighter who isn't afraid to do what is right. I am a proven winner and the only outsider who can put an end to Gavin Newsom's disastrous time as governor. Jenner, that's another.
Can't say that either.
Bleep it.
Jennifer,
bleep
what?
it.
Damn.
Jenner, Jenner criticized Newsom's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, which has been unpopular with many in the state. Small businesses have been devastated because of the over-restrictive lockdown. An entire generation of children have a lost year of education and have been prevented from going back to school, participating in activities, or socializing with their friends, she wrote.
What did she write?
All right.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
All right, leaving aside all the funnies we could have, I honestly think this is dangerous because this is setting the precedent for people who have no, I wouldn't say like what qualifications does Caitlyn Jenner have really to just run the state of California as a governor? You know, I think what we saw with Trump, kind of like that whole, joke, we don't think he can really make it. And now we have people who are more celebrities than they are politicians, even though politicians are all snakes anyway, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. It's like, I don't know who to pick because they just snakes that know the system better. And they, like, who's dude who is, fuck, I'm blanking on his name. Y'all gonna know, huh?
It's like all of them.
You didn't have nothing to guess on. He just
Put a random politician, bro.
Pull a name from a hat.
What's dude's name on it? He was for the Bruno movie. He was the
Sacha Baron Cohen.
That's from the Bruno movie.
Rudy Giuliani. Oh yeah.
That's funny. You actually did get it right. Yeah, I didn't. No one even let me ask my question in this bitch. But yeah, Rudy Giuliani, niggas like him, like bro, he the most corrupt motherfucker, and he's literally a celebrity politician. There's a lot of celebrity politicians, so it's like, fam, I don't know, like. When I hear this outsider talk, which is fucked because it's part of the reason like a dude like Trump got elected, like people are like, we don't want politicians because it's like, fam, you just feel like you can't trust any of them. Like you have elected officials that everyone knows is corrupt, like just openly corrupt. Like I don't know who the fuck is supposed to be elected nowadays.
But celebrities, like we don't have anybody else to fill these positions.
Olympic gold medalist, buddy. You ever won an Olympic gold medal? You never even been to the Olympics.
You better
dude.
Google her.
Got his ass. Got his ass. You know what Google is?
You better recognize.
Hey, true.
Hey, so
she didn't do that.
So if Serena Williams,
let me stop. Yeah, go.
If Serena So you telling me if Serena Williams ran for governor, you wouldn't vote for her?
Yes.
Why? What qualifications does Serena Williams have? Because she can hit a fucking tennis ball and she's black, I'm supposed to vote for her?
Yes. And she's young.
Yes.
No.
And she's
Yes.
No.
I'm probably glad we're coming to an understanding.
I probably trust her over the people elected. That's it. Melvin, you have a microphone.
She's powerful.
Oh, that's right. I should ask you about your week. You have a microphone, Melvin.
Wait, is there a celebrity that you would vote for?
Let's hold it.
A celebrity that I would vote for.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Go on.
Honestly, because Jocko Willink, I would say he could be a governor. Exactly. Jocko Willink, he's like a Navy SEAL. He has, I wish I could tell you some more about him, but he has a really dope YouTube channel.
And no Olympic gold medals.
No Olympic gold medals, but
how many people did he say?
Oh, I've heard about him.
The combat.
I've heard about him.
He's a beast. Like if you hear him speak, like he has his book. What is it? I forgot. I read it. I read both his books, but I can't remember the names. But
what the fuck is an Olympic gold medalist gonna do with like the 6th largest economy in the world? This is California.
Win the gold medal, nigga. The fuck?
That's it. That's all that
they
Caitlyn
win.
Jenner's gonna do. Like,
we want
what
winners.
But what precedent is this setting?
I mean,
that, like anybody can.
Well, Donald Trump already did that.
It's been and
he took the
and
biggest drop.
Schwarzenegger as well, and Reagan as well. So there's been celebrity
true
politicians and governors back in the past. I just think like Donald Trump does help it. Actually, if anything, I think Donald Trump kind of hurts the celebrity politician.
Yeah, well now he does because it's like that was the first, and it's like
well,
this
like
guy's
he
fucked.
ended like kind of poor. Like at first it probably helped, but like now it's like I see how it ended. It's like probably not.
Honestly, like if I'm getting all the funnies or if I'm getting out all the funnies like they're done, I'd say like it depends how she campaigns. Like if her campaign seems like she knows what she's doing, because at the same time, bro, I feel like it's like I'd rather have someone who comes in and just is like, all right, I'm going to hire the best staff and the best people around me to get these things done and like educate myself, because it's like it's hard to trust elected politicians nowadays or people that have already been in politics for years and years. It's I don't know, bro. They all got fucking friends and people in different places. Like it's hard to trust anybody, bro.
You know, if that's the case though, like going into it, okay, I understand this is not something I'm quote unquote supposed to be doing, or is this something, you know, like if I'm going with the mindset of finding the best people for the job and having the best mindset to learn, that would be fine.
You know,
help out the state of California. Yeah. But other than that, I think it's just like when you just don't have no qualifications, it's kind of hard. Just like just because we know you from something else, like to just throw yourself into that popularity content. But even if you don't win, like it's still gonna help the popularity content.
She has no fear of change.
Yeah. You know, if she's running as a Democrat or Republican or Independent.
I mean, so what 70 something Republican? How old is it?
She's 71.
She's 71-year-old Republican. So running as.
What do you think
Damn,
about
she's 71? Holy shit.
Gavin Newsom, the current governor?
Yeah.
Most of his criticism is about just like all the shutdowns and shit like that. Do y'all think he should be held responsible for all the shutdowns? Because that's basically what everyone, especially Republicans, hated him for because of how it hurt all the businesses. And I guess his mentality is on the cases and preventing the spread, and then it just fucked up a lot of small businesses and stuff like that. Yeah. And so a lot of people like that's the biggest critique of him, and I think that's kind of Caitlyn Jenner's. It seems like her biggest running point that she's named off. What do y'all have any criticism for the governor currently?
Because I think since California opened up like the latest, it's also like one of the most liberal places in America. But like since they opened up so late, it's like they kept doing the same exact shit. You know, I know they took like a Kantian perspective, but it's weird because they kept doing the same shit while other places was opening up. And I understand that why he gets the heat, obviously because he's the face to it. But I don't know. I feel like they could have handled it a little differently. I don't know what's going to be the repercussions of California in the future years.
I'm sorry, who could have handled it differently?
Gavin, they could have opened up earlier.
So you're saying Gavin Newsom? That's what I'm asking about. What do you think about his decision?
Because I was saying that he is the face of it. That's why. Yeah. That's why I feel like he was getting the heat for it because he is the face. And I bet it's like you got people around you. Like when people get selected for a politician, you're supposed to have people around you. That's why I don't know. Maybe. So
do you agree with his decision to close California? Are you critical of that decision? Is the question? I'm getting confused.
Critical of the decision of closing California?
Yeah, one of the high COVID cases.
What do you think?
See, it's hard for me to say. I personally was supporting the closures and stuff because I feel like our main priority was to get the spread lower. But at the same time, I was fortunate enough not to be too affected by the closures. Yeah. So I can understand, like, if my entire livelihood is based on people going out and spending their money at my store and I'm not allowed to be open, I can understand, like, it's more complicated than just, oh, cases are high, close the stores. You have to find a right balance between making sure the economy doesn't tank and making sure cases doesn't spike. So I can't really blame the governor because that's, like, a really hard job. And I know he messed up and stuff like that, but
that's what I don't get. Like, I'm just not sure. Like, I don't know. Like, did he mess up? Because it's like, fuck. I mean, the cases did, because they would start to drop, and then they would, as soon as they drop, everything would open back up at a way, and then they'd come back up like it was a big surprise, and they'd just drop again. And we literally did the same thing. So like, I just don't know like what they wanted him to do. Like, it makes sense to me to like try to stop the spread, but at the same time, businesses were fucked up. So maybe I feel like outdoor dining could have been a thing that was kept because some people spent like a bunch of money designing a whole outdoor patio, and then that got fucked. Like, they spent thousands and thousands. Then everything got shut down again. People are like, bro, we can't withstand this. By the way, audience, we got young Melly Mel is now mic'd up. By the way, I forgot. I should have asked you about your week, but go ahead now.
I think the main issue that people were having at the time though was not that he had a lockdown, but also that there was many instances where he was having a party of social gathering with no mask, and he was in Hawaii, I think, for one vacation where he was actually caught like having a party, and basically, this was in the midst of, California's probably highest COVID cases, and to see your governor, shutting down businesses and doing that, and then seeing him go to Hawaii and party where these rules that he's mandating on the whole state is not being applied there. I think that really ticked people off, and it got to the point where it's like, you're really a hypocrite because, you not only took away so much of our business and money, and you're partying, and
like, here's my thing about, like, because that makes sense. Like, you look like a complete hypocrite in that regard, like that timing. But it's like, does that mean that like you should open everything up?
I mean, no.
You hung with some people.
It's the principle factor. I mean, it's morally wrong. It's it's like me saying, like, it's like me training you to lose weight, but I'm eating cake, and I'm like,
no, and I that's why, like, I agree with that part. The morally, so it's like, if we're just gonna hang him like, oh, he was a bad governor because he broke his own rules, that's one thing. But then it's like the other side is like, okay, so that's one thing. He was a hypocrite in this moment. But the biggest thing is that everyone's just upset about how long the shutdown has been. But I feel like we kind of grouped them like, look at this fucked up shutdown he had for so long, and he was out partying. Okay, so the and he was out partying makes him a hypocrite. But is he wrong for the overall shutdown? And that's why I
think it just heated things up because people were already, people were already kind of mad, and at that point, it went from like this virus to like a hoax, and there was two sides of things. There was one side that was like, I'm gonna take my 98% chance and live with it, and then there's the other side where it's like, this is affecting the whole world, and how are you not taking it serious? So when that developed, and then for Republicans were already ticked off that Trump lost. So seeing one of the Democratic leaders, especially California, partying, amplified their cause to like not shut down and take this serious. Yeah. So
I definitely want to say it was the hypocrisy, and I think people were pissed off with him before COVID
I know it just
even
made
happened.
It worse, bro.
Like I don't remember specifically why people were already pissed off at him. Like
shutdowns.
I mean, it was before then. Like it was like some other shit. Like as a governor, people were just not happy about him.
Was it during the riots? That shit was pretty fucked. How he had got everyone arrested and shit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he was doing fuck shit, or people were mad at him for other shit way before the COVID thing even happened. But again, like you said, it was definitely a sticky situation. Like open up or you don't open up. But again, we already don't trust these politicians, and the hypocrisy of you locking down California and you're in fucking Hawaii having partying, or you have at a lunch. And I think he like the day before or something, he gave a press release saying everybody wear a mask. This is dangerous. Like don't go out. And then like I think it was 2 days later they found him or something like that.
Using the restaurant.
And also
using the restaurant with his whole family.
And also the unemployment system was just broken, and people were like, "Where is like our benefits?"
We did have a lot of fraud.
So it was just a lot of that.
Lot
businesses being shut down, and then the last thing I want to see is my fucking governor partying in Hawaii.
Exactly.
Like as if the world is great.
Speaking of the unemployment, did y'all hear about the girl who she has a GoFundMe because she's in like $20,000 debt from the PPP loans?
Oh my god!
I thought aren't those forgivable?
Nah. Like a lot of people fucking took those loans.
She got a GoFundMe.
Dude, that's wild. I hate You know me and fucking GoFundMe. Dude.
Oh, we got one for you.
Yeah, we got one later. It's gonna piss you off later.
It's a surprise too.
Like GoFundMe, like I try to steal money from the government, it didn't work out. Bail me out. Like fuck your GoFundMe.
So wait, what happened with the PPP loans? Like, so are they not?
I guess basically a bunch of people, they were like finessing, and I think it was like, but honestly, the numbers aren't that crazy. The amount of people that they're going after is like. It was like 209 of one thing and like 179 of the other thing. So it's not crazy. I mean, when you look at like how many people it seemed like were on PPP stuff, but basically she took out a PPP loan and was saying, like I have 3 kids, help out. And then people were like shitting on her and sending money in the GoFundMe like, girl, bye. Like literally, it was so funny. Like, girl, get your shit together. Like, what do you do? How you blow through 20 bands, dummy? $5 donation.
But since she went through 20 bands, what if she used it for her 3 kids and she was like actually in need? Would that make a difference?
Yeah, I thought about that. But I mean, you took out a PPP loan.
Other things you could have done.
Like, I mean, it is what it is. You're gonna owe it back. So
shit. 20 gone, like, or however much you took gone, like, just out the door.
I bet she got money on that GoFundMe though.
Yeah, she had like 3,500.
Yo, honestly,
holy shit.
We should just make a GoFundMe and like lie about some story and shit, and like honestly, we can make a couple racks.
But you'll get fucked over if you lie. But I was dead ass thinking on the way here, like, GoFundMe, like, in need of some cash or something, and just put it in, like, you never know who might. But honestly, though, I think you got to be promoting it on your own because no one's just going to stumble upon your GoFundMe.
If you have a social media presence, it'll help,
And I can't do that. I can't be on social asking no bullshit. Hey, man.
Like the rapper, like,
I gotta go
getting this money, nigga, bands, fucking
I know that's
spread. Can you donate to my GoFundMe? Like the next page in the story and
Here's
shit.
the link.
People gonna hit me. Are you good?
It's in my link tree. GoFundMe in my link tree.
Right. It's an artist donation, man.
You got all the cash apps out there, man. You got Venmo, you got everything.
PayPal,
Get me on Snapchat
Venmo, Cash
too.
App, GoFundMe, Zelle, all in the link tree, bro. Don't even trip.
All right, so next up, I could read it off. Don't really need to. The CDC says you don't need to wear masks if you're vaccinated. As some of us in here are vaccinated. Y'all gonna keep wearing your mask?
Whoever's vaccinated. How do you feel about?
Yeah,
I'm only half vax, but
Yeah,
I'm
me
still
too.
wearing my mask for sure. Like for multiple reasons. One, I'm kind of used to it,
Sheep.
but 2, like
Bye.
Besides the fact that I believe that I should still wear it for my safety. Besides the fact that I feel like I still wear it for my safety. Also, I feel like if people stop wearing masks, people who should still wear, I guess it's like, oh, I can stop wearing masks too. But like, nah, you still need to wear it, bro. So like, it's one thing to set a good example for people because I know people looking for the first excuse to stop wearing masks, even though they're not vaccinated whatsoever.
Well, what if you get the second shot? Would your shit
Yeah,
still
No, I'm still gonna wear it.
Okay, second shot, and now you're going out to bars.
I mean, I'm at the bar. I'm not wearing the mask.
You gonna keep your mask on at the bar?
Wait. Do they make you wear a mask at the bar?
Nah.
I wouldn't wear shit in the first place.
No,
inside. So
they do to get in, but once you get in your own little circle, you can take it off.
Oh, like
so you can't like mingle with others and shit?
But okay, so now they're kind of loosening it up a little bit. Yeah, now they're letting you kind of mingle a little bit. At first, when it was like, no, stay at your table, and there were people.
I wouldn't be at that bar in the first place. That's boring as fuck.
Yeah,
that's how it was.
People were stressing to get out.
Yeah, that's ass.
Like people couldn't even like stand near the table. You know, they're like, you have to be seated.
Yeah,
but
what
the fuck?
Yeah, but if I'm double vax, I'll definitely wear my mask. But also at the same time, I wouldn't be too concerned if I wasn't masked up. Like, oh, I forgot my mask. Fuck it, whatever. Or like I go to like a huge kickback or something like that, and just like, actually that's a bad idea. I probably wouldn't do that. But still,
you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that.
Nigga, do we need to pull up the picture of you at a big ass kickback? What the fuck? Niggas be trying to lie in the pod, man. Look at y'all. Y'all be trying to lie.
Y'all run with police, bro. I got it here,
bro. Wait. Honestly, I'm fully vaccinated and I feel fucking great. Like,
do you wear the mask or no?
Like,
if you're walking out in public?
If I'm walking out and there's like literally no one on the street, or if it's just a normal day, no. Like, but if it's like at a mall, if it's like at a mall, or you know, if it's like a I'll comply with it, sure. But I mean, if I'm just taking a walk and you know it's like barely any people.
Yeah. I feel like you probably would have done that even if you weren't vaxxed, though. If you're like by yourself, because
no,
that's what I used to do.
Yeah, honestly,
I have with me, but I wouldn't put it.
But I mean, I fucking hate masks. Like, who likes wearing masks? Like, honestly,
mine are so comfy. You need the underarm mask.
Dude, I can't fucking stand them. No, honestly, I'm like hyperventilating like 5 minutes in that fucking mask. Like, fuck that.
Nah,
I hate masks.
I feel the same way. Since I got like vaccinated, I don't mind walking out in public without a mask. I know I'll get stares and shit, but I'm going somewhere if I'm in public, you know. Like if I'm outside, I'll be either going to work or the store or some shit. But on my way in that walk, I could have the fucking mask. Shut up.
I'm just a germaphobe, bro. I feel exposed if I'm in like around a bunch of Randys. I gotta have the mask.
But honestly, the mask, like, it's not a bad idea.
It's cozy if you get a good one.
You don't get fevers.
But honestly, I was because I feel like it wasn't like it was kind of biased what I was saying. Remember before I was like, nah, I don't mind the masks. But it's like I'm never really at a point where I just have to wear it for like an extended ass period of time. But like at the gym, it does get a little annoying because now I gotta do it. Like it would be like an hour of straight of wearing the mask, and I'm like, this would be hella annoying if I had to work like a 4 or 5 hour shift. Can't take the mask off and shit.
So you gotta stop wearing the mask when you go to the gym if they don't mandate it.
Fuck, bro. Like I don't know. Like as long as people are still wearing masks, I'll probably be wearing a mask. Also, I'll be looking kind of cool. Sometimes my hair be looking a little fly. I got my little red mask on.
You mentioned the mask with your laces or some shit.
Exactly,
like that,
bro. It's part of the fit now, man.
Yo, but what about like Miami? Do you guys see how?
I'm wearing a mask in Miami for sure. They're crazy over there.
Look at Miami's, like look at what Miami's governor did.
Yeah,
he left their shit open.
Yeah,
and their business is booming. Everybody is now coming to Miami. Even like Hollywood people are going to Miami to film out there and shit like that. A lot more centers are out there. I bet Miami Heat games are popping too, because it's like they did go a whole nother route
and died.
How high were their debts compared to Cali and shit?
I mean, also
was it significantly?
I mean, I know at first it was really bad.
Yeah, it was horrible out there.
But at a certain point, like California got really bad too.
But they stayed open this entire time. You know, like
I mean, their numbers were definitely crazier than ours initially. I know that for sure. But also at the same time, it's like I don't have the full data in front of me, but they definitely suffer a lot of like casualties and like. A lot of people are not going to be the same with their health and stuff like that. But that also goes with the culture of Florida. They just don't give a shit about anything.
I think the craziest part about COVID is like when you do get it, if you lose your smell, that's so weird. Wait, is it taste and smell or just smell?
Both.
Damn. Oh, yeah, shit. That's crazy. Like I told my friend, he was visiting from New York. He told me he had COVID, and then I farted in the car. And I was like, yo, I gotta roll down the window. And he's like, nah, you good, I can't smell. I'm not even kidding, this happened like a couple days ago.
Damn. Yo, also
hey, I got the
and
numbers.
He's like, I can smell it if I really focus.
That's fucked. Yeah. But it says basically the Florida had a cumulative rate as much as 84% higher than California's, but then during the winter surge, that gap narrowed down to 11%. So I think basically Florida was fucked for like the longest time, and then as California got bad, it got a little closer. But
were these deaths or people with COVID?
It was talking about cases.
But the thing, at the same time,
so the percentage is going to be the same of deaths versus cases. So I figured cases is really the look.
But at the same time, you have to understand this: that one, California, just the way the culture is. super liberal state.
Yeah.
Most liberal way of doing things is shutting down the economy and making sure people don't catch the virus. And also, we don't know enough about COVID-19. Like, we don't know the lasting effects. Like, far as we know, it can have like, oh yeah, by the way, if you had COVID and you survived it, 15 years from now, your lungs will collapse. Like, we don't fucking know and shit. So like, if you're a governor who's very liberal and it's your job to make sure like your constituents are safe, you think best thing to do is make sure nobody catches, because we don't know what it could really entail in the future. So those are just two factors that really has to go in. Like, Florida doesn't really roll like that. Like, they don't give a fuck about anything. So like, even if Newsom wanted to open up the state, there's probably a vocal group that's also would not want to be opened up in the first place.
Yeah, I just like looking at both sides, because if you did go opening up the opening up route, I think it could, like, because look at our tax rate now. Isn't it like 60% and shit?
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
My fault. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but something like we're one of the highest for our tax rate.
Jake Paul sold 103 billion pay-per-views.
I should have started my week like that.
That shit was so funny.
And I said billion instead of million this time. But yeah, I mean, I guess, dude, isn't this kind of fucked though? Like, Florida didn't do shit like at all, but like no one's gonna be mad at the governor. Like, it's like, yo, low key, this shit is lit. Like, if you're someone in Florida, like, they're just turning up, bro. So they're like, fam, this has been great. Like, y'all in Cali, like, y'all still locked down. It's weird, bro. I don't know what the win is. Like, I don't know how you'd keep everyone happy, because like, niggas want to be out and businesses want to thrive. But then it's like, how you gonna look when everyone dies? But at the same time, I don't see no one really mad at the Florida governor.
That was a bar.
I thought you were gonna start rhyming after that.
Was I getting off? Oh yeah, I was spitting, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna go back, look at the clip, watch it back, and
put a beat.
maybe
little edit.
I almost grabbed the pencil, started like making the beat and shit.
Yeah, hey, off topic, but we got some music to work on, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Dale, you gonna hop on?
Yes, sir.
Dale, baby.
First feature. One verse, one hearse. You feel me?
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, where we at with it next?
Yeah.
See, well, should we talk about the? Let's talk about India actually.
What's happening in India?
India, COVID is.
No, I started laughing.
India's deadly COVID-19 second wave has devastated big cities like, how you say that, Sakib? Delhi?
That's fucked up.
Delhi.
Mumbai, Lucknow, and Pune.
Are you Indian?
No, but
that's why that's
but there's similar words and shit, so I figured he'd do a better job than I would. Hospitals and crematoriums have run out of space, and funerals are taking place in car parks. But the pandemic has now firmly gripped many smaller cities, towns, and villages where the devastation is largely underreported. Basically, there's a shortage of
beds and oxygen out there right now.
Oh, kind of like how the beginning of the pandemic was for us, when it was like,
yeah, but it's also it's happening because like the government out there, they were having elections, and the rallies were like getting super intense, and everybody was in the rallies.
Super spreader events.
Exactly, and they were like obviously promoting it, and also with that they were having like religious festivals, you know, so like Holi, and they had like a lot of these events where they're all together, but India's government is like known to be super corrupt. They got like a caste system, and they just treat the lower caste people like shit. But at the same time, like, they weren't reporting the COVID cases. Like, they had like a lot of forged COVID cases. Like, there was this one guy, he does COVID cases per day. Like, he comes and tests people, but like, he's only allowed to do 10 per day. And the rest he was like forging them, like the numbers on them. And also, like, they have, when you try to go get a COVID test, like, for you to go into the hospital, you would have to show proof that you have COVID for you to get a bed or a respiratory machine. But yeah, so they would do that. So, and when you do a COVID test, like, they wouldn't get results back for like 2 months. And these are broke ass people. 2
months.
Yeah, it was just wild. Cause
what good does that do somebody?
I don't know, man.
Shit's probably gone by then.
Yeah, it's just super fucked up, super corrupt out there. And I think that's the worst part. People think it's bad. By looking at the numbers, it's probably 10 times worse. Is
it all corruption, or maybe just like the infrastructure is just not there to support all those people? Because I mean, they have 1 billion people in India, and it's also one of the not most affluent country that that we have. So it's like, I think that combination of both of corruption where we're probably not going to service people as best we could. We're just kind of making the best. I don't know,
but
the best
they
situation.
Weren't like governing their people to be like, they weren't mandating anything to be at home. But at
Miami.
the same time, like what kind of house were they? But no, India has different strains. They have they have regular COVID cases, and then they have the new strain COVID cases, which is like, and because since they have politicians running, they want people out there like rallying for the elections and shit. You're doing a shitty job as a country if you're not telling people to stay home for like that.
Yeah,
especially knowing like your circumstances, it's way worse than what's out here.
Hey, I don't know. We saying but then they saying Gavin Newsom, he shouldn't have shut shit down. So it's like, what do the people want, man? Should people be locked down? Should people be let out to run around?
They should have shut down early. If they would have shut down early, it would have been a lot.
I think India is just such a different situation than America, though.
Yeah,
completely different.
Like you're gonna tell them to stay at home, but they live in fucking or stick houses, shit like that. Some like the lower
it's super crowded over there, right?
Yeah, you have to remember it's Southeast Asia, so that's like a small portion size for a country for 1 billion people. Because I think America only has like 300 million, right?
Yeah.
And that, I mean, like, and a billion. Imagine 1 billion people in India, So it's hard, man. It sucks. My aunt got COVID and she's in India, and she's going through it. Yeah. But it's just like, there's, it's not the case of them having the materials in a way, but it's just too many people. Like, it's literally too many people.
They're just overwhelmed by numbers.
Like, it's like they're running out of food and supply. They're running, like, there's like a shortage on water. Damn. And it's like, it's gotten like really bad just because like it sucks that a country like India is going through that. But it's just too many people. It's unfortunate.
The doctors were annoyed because it's like, okay, if this happened at the beginning of this year, okay, that's understandable. Like, people are like, this is something new to us. But they had it, they knew about it for like a whole year, and that's why they're like shitting on the government for like not doing it. Yeah. It's like, you guys knew that this shit is happening, but you guys are still doing the incorrect shit to get it under control. Just rallying
for your own sake,
And I do understand the point of 1 billion people. That's fucking wild,
That shit's crazy.
And I think it sucks because it was reported that India was actually one of like the closest allies to the United States, and when Trump when he took on the virus, like, it was kind of like a joke. So I mean, when you have that influence, it tends to kind of influence maybe other countries' leadership in a way. Because at first he was like it's he called it a hoax, right, or something like that, and then he didn't make a big deal, and then finally when when you saw cases just tumbling, it's like you turned the other way. Maybe India was exactly like that. Maybe their prime minister kind of was like, America's kind of, relaxed, so why should we be,
That's why I say Trump is fucking terrible, bro. as much as people hate Biden, I'm like, yeah, Biden may fucking suck just as much, but like, at least we have somebody who's not like a fucking my bad. Censor that. Who's not somebody who's like stupid in office and stuff, and like representing the country bad, and it's like
new drops for your ass.
Sometimes we just need somebody competent. Like, hey, Joe Biden might be an idiot, but at least he will take the virus seriously. Like, just little things like that goes a long way. So that's just why I was like, even if you don't like Biden and you don't want to vote, that's cool, but don't just say like there's no difference, because like, competency goes a long way.
What's crazy that I heard someone from that was on Trump's cabinet said, I forgot who it was, but they said that basically like the plan that they had was herd immunity, but like they just weren't telling nobody. Like, they basically had said like, no, herd immunity, basically everyone gets it and people
you can tell because they knew about it since 2019 and just didn't say shit. And
that's why they knew about the shit, then they played dumb. Nah, it's a hoax. Nah, okay, it's not a hoax. All right, well, so we'll follow these guidelines. All right, I'll leave it up to the governor. Eventually he said, I'm just gonna leave it up to the governors. I'm not gonna put out a federal order, and then I'm gonna get on the governors that keep people at home and shit and say, hey, we need to get the economy going. But it's like the entire time, I guess their whole plan was like, yeah, people are just gonna get it and people are gonna die, and then people will become immune, and eventually we'll move past it. But we don't want to shut down the entire country because of how much it'll fuck things up. They basically without telling us, they just kept saying bullshit, and now we got a vaccine.
And also that whole thing with the bleach, inject bleach. Remember that? And like a couple actually did it and died, and like you just have like
don't feel bad
that. I think Trump's like last year had to be like the worst year any like think about it, like it's like. Not only did you like think like you were gonna be reelected, but you really like lost in every aspect. Your country went down. Your economy got fucked. Like millions and millions of people lost their jobs, and It's like, dude, like you can't. That's a total fuck up.
I think he still would have won if COVID didn't happen.
Oh, he was on track to win for sure.
He was definitely
really?
win if COVID didn't happen.
I mean, as bad as this, yeah.
Like,
I mean, and he still got
money.
I mean, and he still got 81 million votes, which is like alarming. Like
Kobe.
Can't even lie. The stock market under Trump was pretty something. That's what.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Joe.
Wait. Whoa. I got a hair
Make this dude stop, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna need you to edit that out.
Dude is too sus, bro. Yeah.
What was that? What'd you say?
Chill out.
My manager's gonna contact you requesting to get that part taken out.
All right. We'll talk.
If you leave it in, it's defamation.
I'm gonna get my ass sued.
Anyone got a glass of water?
Yeah, you need some help, my guys.
I don't even remember where we were at.
That was a nice, break in the action.
Yeah. No, you
All
killed.
Right.
There you go.
So what happened? Are you good? What happened?
No, he's talking about the economy. He's saying Joe fucked up the economy.
No, I'm saying the economy.
Sorry, stock market.
The economy and the stock market under Trump was pretty nice though. So
no, I can't lie. Like a couple weeks ago, I was like, God damn it, Joe. What the fuck is this?
I was printing money.
Tanking.
Them Trump options were hidden, bro.
the gas prices are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what the fuck?
Come on,
yo?
Joe.
Like, hey, wait. Do you think? Wait, I have a question
Like
for you guys.
Republican white lady. Come on, Joe.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that there's a conspiracy going around that they fake like the White House press conference, like it's not actually at the White House, it's like a green screen? Like, have you,
Fuck, man.
like, who cares? No, like, but basically,
These fuckers are around the corner. It's like the moon landing all over again.
They filming in Florida. It's not the White House. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
He's on vacation.
but honestly, but they're saying that Biden is not actually Biden speaking. Like it's their, because sometimes when you hear him speak, it's like an old guy. Like he stutters every other like word. Like,
bro, I heard he puts his thumb up his butt half the time when he talks. This podcast is
It's
about
Caitlyn
facts.
Jenner in disguise.
Hey, man. We gave her so much respect. And then just hey, that's the comedian, though. That's the comedian. That's the comedian. That's the comedian in him.
All right.
All right, what's next?
Fuck, man, because we always be having this fun. Then we got some serious topics that the masses.
Bro, you love the serious topics.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
You love your takes.
Yeah.
I don't have that many takes for these ones though.
You'd be like, we gotta bring it up, man. We gotta bring it up.
We got no choice, and I go.
All right, we got no choice.
They were all his idea.
People died.
and also I noticed that you tend to focus on the camera more as well, so it makes
No, bro.
I know you zoom in on
I'm
yourself.
glad. I'm glad you bring this up because it pisses me off.
Damn.
Fucking Sneezy McGuire over there.
Sneezy
Put a
McGee.
mask on.
All right, it's a party. All right, but what was it? Oh yeah, nah, bro. It be looking like I'm fucking looking at the camera, like I'm trying to make eye contact with the viewers, bro. It's because like if people are next to you, I'm not gonna just look at you guys like this. So I'll be like looking off like that, literally to the corner of that wall right there.
Bro,
and then
be looking at you.
Bro, it looks like I'm just fucking staring at the camera when I give my fucking beautiful takes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But all right, so we're gonna talk some serious shit. I feel like that got us right. That got us right.
All right.
Matter of fact,
I
let's
looked
just
at
hold
the
up.
headline and I was like, all right, like we gotta bring it down. Like I don't know.
All right. Let's just come back to it.
Just break.
No.
Oh no, we can't do it.
Who? Philosophical question.
All right.
That we thought of. I feel like I brought it up first on the pod thing, but you sent it in the group message, so don't think I'm stealing your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who is more sensitive, men or women?
What?
This is the serious shit.
Hey, yo, he came up with that all on his own. Nah, just kidding.
Wait, why y'all get? I said, who is more sensitive?
Nah, they thought you were gonna be serious. That's
Yeah,
why,
and then you
that's
came
why
up
the
with that.
reaction.
All right.
Oh no, I said fuck it. We'll come back to it.
Oh, okay.
This is why I'm only talking to
my.
my podcasters.
No.
Everyone with mics.
Nah, I'm just like, isn't it pretty obvious?
Who's more sensitive?
Who's more
men or women?
sensitive,
Who's more
Dale?
sensitive?
Who's more
Okay,
sensitive?
okay,
Dale?
okay.
Since it's
Okay.
obvious.
Men are more sensitive. Women don't do
You
anything
bitch.
wrong.
You bitch. Because you know you was finna say that.
We need to be better. That's my take.
You pussy.
So, what do y'all think?
Pander God, get it.
Of our takes, who's more sensitive, men or women?
I think we're both sensitive. We just sensitive in our own ways.
Definitely more sensitive.
I hate to generalize, but yeah, I hate to generalize.
I would say men.
One,
I think women show it more.
I feel like because the thing is that we usually perceive sensitivity in terms of like someone crying or someone getting their feelings hurt, but I feel like male pride and male ego,
I think get butthurt.
That's
way
like
more sensitive.
Shut up, Deo.
That was a good answer.
It's everybody. I mean, if you look at it, bro, it's pretty easy. Like you see so many things of like it doesn't take much, especially a dude you don't know. When it comes to respect, when it comes to pride, like
men are so trash.
People they get offended. Like you can say something to your bro the wrong in front of people that he don't, and it's just
step on a nigga's shoe.
It is the thing. You step on a man's shoe. You don't know. So I think it's a genuine question.
You say your mama too many times.
Yeah, and you look him in the eyes and like in the wrong way, and yeah. There's so much shit.
Motherfuckers like that where you look at them the wrong way. And
like, exactly.
Y'all just proving my point, man.
Like women are amazing.
You're right.
We love women. Like God is a woman. Honestly.
You think God is a woman?
No, I just said that.
I love this part.
I know we're doing some different shit today. Should we just circle back with the serious topics when we have our partially white anchor?
You don't want to continue the conversation?
All right, okay. You want to? All right, we'll just talk about it now. All right, let's just get it. I don't have too much to say to be honest.
I thought we was gonna go on the men.
You don't want to continue.
You like gave a good point and then.
You got anything else to say? Hey, when everyone starts talking and shit, we just gotta keep rolling. Okay. So, does anyone have a point to give?
Real talk. Okay. On the question of who is more sensitive, men or women, I think women are more openly sensitive. Like they're willing to express when they get hurt over things. And like they get more sensitive over like small things, but men like they get real butthurt over the most random things. I feel like because like they have a lot of insecurities and like they don't talk out their feelings and shit. So like if you hit that wrong button, they just blow up and stuff. That's how dudes be like cursing out girls when they get rejected and stuff like that. Like, I don't see girls doing stuff like that.
I say women are more sensitive. I changed my shit. I thought about it.
Damn, that's crazy. Because I thought women were more sensitive, and you convinced me to be like 50-50. Now
you got to examine both sides. But then also, like, on a smaller scale, too, though, like, if we're just talking about getting feelings hurt, like, on that, in that aspect, like, I feel like they're more sensitive in terms of being in touch with their feelings. Like, girls, if they get into it, they'll have, like, a whole text conversation. Like, if they get into it with their girlfriend, have a whole text conversation and type out, like, everything and get on the same page. Guys, it's more like we either on the same page or we not. Like if something happens, if it needs to be discussed, but we're not gonna really get into our feelings and how we made each other feel, and like we don't tell each other how much we love each other probably as much, and we don't like hugging. So maybe if we're talking about that type of sensitivity, it's like I don't want to just be the guy that's trying to like be on what people wouldn't expect, because most would expect women, and I went with man. But now I'm thinking about it, maybe women.
Cause like also women they might it's like women with women and then women with men or men with men and then men with women, you know, it varies. So it's like in relations and relationships and shit, like your girl could get mad at you for like not remembering something or not like noticing something about you, you know, or like about them, you know, or like you're not getting it. I have to tell you literally. I thought you would just understand what I'm mad about, you know? Yeah. But, like, us as guys, I feel like if we are in a relationship, if we do get butthurt, we could be the same way sometimes, you know? And, like, we can't express it, but they could get to it faster than us. You feel me?
That's a good point. Like, now I think about it, I feel like we're all both equally sensitive, but then society-wise, it's more accepted for women to, like, express their feelings of how they're offended or don't like something. Like if you're a man, like, okay, I don't like this, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. That's how we're taught to do things. But if having some women be like, no, I don't like this, and we're gonna talk about it. That's not nice. So like we're both offended by it and we're both sensitive towards it, but we just respond to a different way because of the way we were brought up.
And it looks different on us when we're sensitive.
Oh yeah,
you know, like when we're weakness and stuff. When we're sensitive, like, and I mean, I guess that kind of plays into the idea of what gender roles are. You know, the conversation that we're having now and in society. But
you said genitals or generals?
Gender roles.
The gender roles.
Gender roles. I was like, what?
Yeah, so the gender roles that we're discussing in society now. But I think definitely when it shows on us, like it just looks so ugly. Like like you just like it just doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. You kind of just you look small like as a man when you're showing that sensitivity in a certain way. I mean, I think there's certain ways to show sensitivity.
You never had a good cry in front of your girl?
I have, and but that's different though. I would say that's different. I think in that regards, that's like a powerful kind of sensitivity.
Did you shrivel your face?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
You just let it hook up.
But look, there could be power in sensitivity too. Like there can be power in compassion. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with letting out a good cry. Like I think that's the sensitivity that, of course, I'm saying that's powerful. That's great. Cool. The sensitivity I'm talking about is like, you know, the blow up, like something small happened. Like, you know, I've had it happen. You know, that man inside of you that you really don't want to see, you know, it's just like, and it comes out and it just blows up and you're just throwing shit all over the place, mad, frustrating, saying all type of shit. You kind of figure out like, how did I get here? Like nobody would ever make a man just as mad as like a woman could. You know what I mean?
That guy got a mom too.
It's like anything that happens outside, you be like, fuck it, you know. And they say like, you know, boys love toys, like men love their mechanical things. They like things, they're more hands on. So it's like a car. It's like, I love that car, but like a woman that will make you do some crazy shit. As a man, like you would drive across country for a woman, you go across the world. For real, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying some people would. I'm saying just that power of emotion or what that ties into. So when that type of sensitivity, it's like that's not a good look, dog. You gotta clean that shit up. But a powerful sensitivity, you know, more power to you. Cry.
Hey, sometimes men be sensitive about losing their hair, man.
Hey, bro.
But we'll get over it faster, you know?
That's just like, that gotta hurt, bro. Like, I feel like if a man losing his hair is like a pro player, just like losing his athleticism. It's like, damn, I really just, like, the days are behind me, bro. Like, this is like my money maker and shit. So I can understand that, like, but if a dude starts crying because he lost his hair, I'm like, hey, bro, like, I mean, just stop that. Like, I'm all for men crying, get the feelings out, but like, not this. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. If you were 16, you would cry.
Oh yeah, because like that's kind of fucked up. You got hold.
Well, no, that means you got like cancer or some shit, like alopecia.
No, I know people who start losing their hair in high school.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
That is.
Holy shit. I don't know what to say about that, man.
Yeah, that's just like my condolences, bro. That's just rough. Like you can't even like give him words of encouragement. Just like, it's kind of ass, bro. Like I'm sorry.
You just embrace it. We're at.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Wild stuff, man. All right, we go in serious mode real quick, and then we introduce the highlight of the show. All right, so Andrew Brown was shot 5 times. Okay, so basically, this is telling me a little bit too in depth. Basically, a man named Andrew Brown Jr. was shot by police recently. They were there for a drug charge, and they were there to arrest him. And then let's see. The short of it is the story that they're reporting is basically he had put the car into reverse and then he had put it back forward, and then during that process he was shot. How many times did it say?
5.
5 times. Once in the back of the head. And right now, North Carolina judge has rejected a bid for a public release of the body cam videos in the Andrew Brown Jr. shooting. So basically, they've asked, the people have been pushing for them to. There's 4 body cams and 1 dash cam. People have been pushing to get those body cams out, and basically the judge denied it. And then I heard the family speaking. They said they'd only been able to see 1 body camera, and it was only a slight portion, so they didn't really get to see the entirety of the situation. So there's obviously a lot of uproar and a lot of things that aren't really known about it. Anything?
I bet people like that the judge is not letting it out, but that only makes it even worse. Like how bad it would look.
You said you think people like that the judge is letting it out?
I think people are maybe thankful for the sense of like, if it's this bad, like if there is protests, riots, and like looting again, then it's just as bad as you think. You know, like if they're what's it called? Like if they're not releasing it, you know, like that idea, like how like once they do release it, it's like I wonder what what they actually did. You know, like it's probably gruesome. You know,
well, that's why I think it should be seen by the people. I mean, people should be able to see what happened to see what happened to this gentleman, basically.
I mean, of course.
If they did it in public, why can't you just show the fucking footage?
I think it should all be made transparent, like body cam footage, stuff like that. I mean, I guess I see what you're saying, like the uproar it could create, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, let the people decide with their eyes.
Yeah. I'm not on the side of like, they shouldn't fucking release it. I was just saying that, like, I bet there's groups of people that are like fine with that.
Oh, white people?
Probably. There's definitely.
Probably.
Definitely. What do you think about it, though? Give us your take.
No, I was just thinking like how bad could it be? Like, I bet it's bad. That's my main thought on it.
I think it must, because what other reason would they have to not release
exactly
it?
That's the point.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's just hard to know. I think that it should be released, but it's hard to kind of speculate what's on it. They do say a lot of people had chimed in and said basically it's against their protocol to they're supposed to highly avoid shooting at into vehicles that are moving. And that's pretty much their only directory is that they're not really supposed to be shooting into vehicles that are moving. We don't really know much else about the situation except for he backed up, went forward, and ended up getting shot once in the back of the head, which is kind of crazy. That's kind of telling to me because you're obviously shooting at the back of someone. And I mean, if the story is that he reversed into them, it's just hard to really make an objective call on what was done and what was the right thing that should have been done without the body cam. I think it's weird that it's not being put out though.
And he got shot 5 times?
Yeah.
Like that's fucking crazy.
So what's the background of the situation? Like why were the police
it was a drug charge.
Drug charge?
Yeah.
So they try to like arrest him or something?
Yeah, exactly. They arrest him and I guess he put the reverse forward and then got shot. So that's why it's kind of I don't have much of a take on this, but I feel like people should hold back on certain takes until they know. Like I could easily sit here and frame it one way and be like, look at this shit but it's like we talked about last episode. Like you lose power and just jump into a conclusion. You might as well just wait to get all the information, and then as soon as we find out it was some bullshit and that we find a way to get the body cam videos released, then we pounce on them, then we make our voices heard and talk about the bullshit that we're seeing. In this case, I don't know, it's kind of hard to make a judgment, but it's not a great look, someone getting shot in the back of the head, and it's against protocol to shoot into a moving vehicle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I told you before, I don't really follow each individual story.
Yeah,
I follow the narrative. And so when I say that, and I think that not saying all of it's bullshit, but reality, if you want to categorize it, is bullshit. And I follow the narrative. And the narrative is that every single black man that's being killed is in the process of being prosecuted for something else. They're a criminal. They're fucking up. They're doing something wrong. They have a gun on them when they're not supposed to. Whatever scenario you want to pick, a legal gun on them, counterfeit money, anything, a drug addict, anything you want to say that's bad, it applies to the people that are getting killed. So that is a narrative that is playing, that black people are doing fucked up shit at the times that they're getting killed. She's about to stab somebody. She got killed. I mean, the list goes on about black people breaking the law at the time they get killed, right? Mm-hmm. Now you have people looking at the cops saying, fuck the cops, fuck this, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. And they're raising what the narrative is of the criminal to the status of a hero and taking what the police is supposed to be, which is the status of solidarity or some type of function, which is not running, which we know there's shit to fix. But those are now evil. Mm-hmm. So there is a flip in our psychology and how we look at these cases that are coming out. So I just want to point that out. Like that's the narrative that I don't know what else that leads to, but that's why all these stories kind of piss me the fuck off, because I'm thinking about it from, not saying I'm different than anybody, but I'm not saying that each individual person did or did not happen, but it's just hard. It's kind of hard seeing that narrative, and again, being the person that I am, to see like we're not shown in the best light no matter how we're shown. So even when we talk about, social justice, like, bro, the narrative still stands that whatever it is, that this person was doing a crime, so the other side can argue he's a criminal, he's a drug addict, he's this, he's that, but you're going to always argue that, no, he died because he's black. So now we're going to go in fucking circles about bullshit forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I peeped that too. A lot of people use that, like even with George Floyd, there was like, okay, he was on drugs, like he was a criminal, he did some stuff back in the day. I'm just like, okay, like, does that mean he deserves to die? But like people still use that argument over and over again. Mm-hmm. And it's like for certain like racist people, they're just looking for any reason to be like, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. And like, okay, he's a criminal. That's the one thing I
said nothing about race. I didn't say anything about racism. I said narrative and what everybody else in the world sees and what everybody sees. That's portrayed on media. What's programmed in your head to psychology to see.
Yeah, but we all know why it's like that though. Like we all hip to it. Like
I mean, yeah, but. Yeah.
They just try to like make it seem like, okay, yeah, black people are getting killed, but like they're not so innocent, and they try to frame it that way.
He's saying, but what he said that stuck out to me is how he's showing how the narrative is flipping. So now I think he's talking about how people. One aspect is how even we were talking about the Ma'Khia Bryant, the stabbing thing. Mm-hmm. How sometimes it seems like people jump to a conclusion. To now the narrative is changed. So now the person that gets killed, regardless of anything, they're the hero. And then we've basically the roles have flipped. Now we just assume like, oh, the cops have done this, the cops have done that, without kind of being objective. I think if we're objective, then we do just focus on what's right. So that was crazy because it's been 15 episodes, and I've never like this dude made perfect sense his entire take. I didn't want to be tasteless and like do the bell, but I was this close to, just on the fact of like that was a fucking bar. Like when the way you talked about the narrative had flipped. That was some shit right there, and I honestly I agree with it.
We were all like shut up and paid attention and shit. Like,
I know, bro. I wasn't rolling my eyes or nothing, bro. Like that's crazy.
You be rolling your eyes? Not playing.
Yeah, I didn't look at the camera.
I know sometimes you do because I be doing the crazy shit, but it's cool.
Yeah. But nah, that was a really good take. I like that.
No, that it's interesting, but yeah, I mean that pretty much summarizes a lot of what we're seeing. Let's talk about the next incident that happened recently.
Same situation.
Yeah. So let's see. So body cam video shows teen struggling for gun before being shot by cops. There was a teenager killed. His name is Anthony J. Thompson. He was 17, was sitting in a bathroom stall in Knoxville, Austin East Magnet High School when officers came in to arrest him on April 12th after his ex-girlfriend's mom lodged a formal complaint of domestic abuse. As he was told to put his hands behind his back to be cuffed, the teen suddenly struggled as he reached for a handgun in his hoodie, with it discharging during the struggle. Officer Jonathan Claybo saw the gun with Anthony Thompson's hand on the butt and thinks, "I'm about to die," Knox County District Attorney General Charm Allen said while releasing the footage during a 2-hour press conference Wednesday. So the footage is out of the struggle in the bathroom and of Anthony getting shot, and then the 3 officers there kind of securing the crime scene. I know we all watched the footage today. What are your guys' thoughts on this just overall? And like we're saying, we go case by case and assess what we think. What are y'all thoughts on this one?
I think that one was kind of tough to see completely. I know we like slowed it down and everything, but at first it looked like he was grabbing the gun, you know. Yeah. But after like we kept looking at it, it was just it's just that one's really sticky because it looks like he grabs it, but then you could also there's so many hands involved that you can't even tell.
It looks like he grabbed it, but then because I know we were all doing this shit like slow mo, freeze frame to try to really get our best idea before we go on and talk about it. Because you know what's crazy? Even in that, when we watched it, we had so many. Tadeo was saying some shit. I'm like, bro, what are you talking? Like, look, it's right. Then we end up watching the next one. Then we watch again. We keep watching. And then no, look at that right there. We're looking at it. We're trying to see as best we can. And it honestly, it did look like when the gun discharged, you can see his right hand is at his side. So prior to it, I'm saying, bro, you can see he's holding the gun. They're holding the gun because it looked like a struggle at first. And you see it's right here. Then it shoots. Then they shoot him. But then when we watched it back slowly, it does look like his hand was off the gun and the officer pulled the trigger on accident, shooting. And then I guess maybe the other officer thought that the gun was being fired at him and then shot the kid. Like. That's what it looked like. And
do you think that was on accident, the first shot?
Because
I thought it would be like because he was threatened. I thought it was because he thought he was going to die.
The first shot came from his hand.
The first shot came from the kid's gun.
Yeah,
from Anthony.
Anthony's gun.
Okay. Yeah, but some people were saying that like the officer accidentally set it off himself.
Yeah, like because basically in the struggle of grabbing it, to be honest, I believe it only because when you watch the video slowly, you can see his hand, Anthony's hand, is by his side. So it's like if you can see it's free as the gun goes off, and his other hand was already subdued behind his back. I mean, it couldn't have been him if you see it the right way, but it's a tough video to kind of decipher. But from what I saw, I'm pretty much that kind of clarified it for me. But
I think more will come out, and then like you'll see other people's view on it too, because like we're not seeing it like actually slowed down. We're seeing it through pause breaks and like certain frames.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty simple to call though. It's like. Either way, it's like terrible situation. It's sad that somebody had to die, you know, for that type of call. Like, you know, don't bring guns to school. Obviously, don't do that. Like, what are some lessons we could take away from this? But at the same time, it's like watching the video, it is definitely hard to see, you know, how that gun went off. But I want to say from me seeing it, the cop's hand started struggling with the kid, and the kid's telling him like, "Hey, yo," like probably trying to alert him like, "Yo, I got a gun on me" or something like. and the cop already sees the gun and just, hey, gun, and just already starts jumping on him. He's fighting for him, wrestling for him. I don't think he was really trying to fight him. I think he knew, like, yo, I'm fucked. Like, there's 3 cops in here. I'm not really trying to go out like that. In his mind, I'm probably seeing, like, I come out the stall, 3 cops, I got a gun on me. I'm already like, yo.
Yeah, you know, like, you're trying to arrest me.
Yeah, they're trying to arrest me. Then you come up grabbing me. So then he starts kind of moving. Next thing you know, cop identifies a gun. Gun. Boom. Here's one shot. He's gone. Next thing you know, cop thinks that he shot the cop. Laid him out. Sticky situation. So it's like,
can't even blame the cop. Like, if you heard gunshots and like
the second cop, no, you can't.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
what?
It's just a sad situation. It seems like.
Either, like, I don't know.
Unfortunate. Like, I have a question for you guys though. How much, if at all, you think him being black factored into the situation going down how it did?
Honestly, I just feel like we have no info to really point either way. Like, that's the thing. Like, we spend so much time trying to figure out, like, or just trying to pick a side and be angry and stuff like that. But like, I feel like we just don't really get at like what the actual issues are. So it's like you were saying, like, I mean, I think you were saying you don't follow like just specific cases like that, because it's like the bigger problem is the bigger problem. And then you look at situations like this, it's like, I don't know if race was the factor. I don't know. It's hard to see with that struggle for the gun. Yeah. It's like at this point we're like plucking hairs. Like, was it this way, or did he grab the gun? Did he drop the gun before he got shot? Did he do? It's just like, I think we need to focus on the overall issue, which is the unarmed black men that are being killed, the black men that are being profiled, black men that are being stopped. Like, these major issues that we're constantly seeing. It just seems like nowadays, like, any killing, and I'm not trying to make any. I'm not even talking about this killing. I'm just saying it seems like every killing now is becoming sensationalized, and then everyone's just getting to pick a side, but like no one's actually like. There's a new thing to talk about. Let's talk about this. But like, no one's really getting to the core of anything. It's like it just becomes our own. It's like political entertainment at this point. And it's kind of weird. I don't. That's pretty much all. I don't have much of a take. It's just
sad.
I feel like to add to your point, Dale. I guess like, if you're gonna look at it from the psychology of it, because you're talking about the psychology of like what we're seeing now. What about like the psychology of the cop? You know, like, what if that, like, he's also been seeing all this shit.
Exactly.
And he's always seeing that, it is a black person. It is a black person. But it's like, I don't know how much that could factor into each case that we look into. But if you think about, like, the broad perspective of that, I guess you can. As fucked up as it sounds, but it's what they're seeing too.
But well, I don't agree if you're saying something about like because you've seen other black people do stuff. But
no.
When it comes to, like, to be honest, bro, I don't want to be profiled or looked at any type of way for being black, right? Mm-hmm. But if I have a gun, I don't know if it's about being black anymore. To be honest, like, I don't know if I can still, if I'm in front of police with a gun and it's a struggle, like, I think I could argue that they're acting wrong in general, or their reaction to it was wrong, or the way but like, I just don't know if it's like. Yeah. Like, you assumed he was a threat because he's black. Well,
he had a gun.
So that's why, like, if there's a legitimate threat,
is huge.
It's hard for me to say, like, oh, it's because he was black that you thought he was threatening. It's like, well, he is black, but he also has a gun. So it's like, it's just, I feel like I would be wasting my own mental capacity, just wasting time trying to get in the cop's head and be like, man, was he racist or was he not? Yeah. Was he racist or let's just focus on the bigger issues.
But like, what I see on YouTube for like a lot of these comments is like, people, at least on the red side, the conservative side, is like, they're like, oh, don't worry guys, he was a college student going to get his graduate. So like, they make jokes about it. Like, but okay, fair. Like, that's your take on it. It's like all the ones that are dying are like, oh, he wasn't a criminal, he was going to do this, like he was going to take his kids to school. So it's like, these are the narratives that are playing out, right? And then when you look at it psychologically, like, all I see here is a picture of him as a black male with some dreadlocks, with a gun, rah-rah music, so it's like, nigga, I got dreadlocks, so somebody might be looking at me like, oh, you the same rah-rah, I'm gonna tuck my purse, because I seen on the news 7 other black dudes last week that was caught up with some bullshit, like, that's the narrative. Like, people that have never even met a black person, like, oh no, don't talk to them, like, don't associate with them too much, like, don't do that. And I've heard, like, in certain communities, I'm not like, I don't know.
No, I'm agreeing, but that's why, like, that, and that happens. See, those are the things we should be addressing and going at after. If we're relating to this situation, it's like, imagine, so you're black, you don't want to be profiled, right? Yeah. But let's imagine you have a domestic violence, someone reported you for that, so the police are coming to come get you. So you're already getting called, like, you could be white, but whatever, you're getting
domestic
called,
violence, right?
Then they go to arrest you, then you have a gun on you. So that gun you had in this motherfucker, you have that on you. Well, it's just like, the blicky, you gotta let them know. But like, so that gun, it's like the situation is the situation regardless of anything. Unfortunately, like
you can't really call a race at that point.
It don't exactly. It's like, bro, they have a legitimate reason to arrest you, and you have a gun on you. Yeah. The only thing up for discussion for me is just like that struggle. We need to see another officer's body cam. We need to see, because it didn't look like he had his gun on it or hand on the gun. Yeah. But I don't know which officer fired the shot as well, though, because if I'm the other officer and I see y'all struggling for a gun and the shoot rings off, I don't know necessarily what happens next, but I know if I'm fearing for my life, we've seen what happens next. So it's kind of a hard one to call, and it's I mean, I feel like they're gonna kill us for not picking a side, but it's when you care about what's right, you don't focus on picking sides, you just focus on what's right. So it's like we could sit here and get on our fucking rant mode and get mad, but it's like I don't want to fake it.
Yeah.
But do you guys ever feel like if you pick a side or if you don't pick a side, like the people who you're talking to that do pick a side, would you not say anything?
We can have an educated conversation.
Yeah.
And I think.
What about people who are too emotional about it?
Then we don't have.
What am I gonna say? What can I answer to that? Like, how are you gonna talk to people too emotional? If that's a problem, we can't talk. Then I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. All right. Well, hey, you know what? Since we're on this great mode, I think we're just gonna set up our guest for a wonderful beginning segment. All right. So look, man, ladies and gentlemen.
We gotta get the sexy boy.
You know what time it is, man. We got a very, very special guest. He's a extremely talented artist. I recently had the luxury to be able to sit down and interview this man, have a nice one-on-one conversation with him. He missed out on a party the night before. I'm just running off the laundry list. We have him present with us. Talented artist. He recently dropped an album known as Goober. It's available on all platforms.
All DSPs.
If you haven't heard of him, today will be an introduction. But we're actually hoping that he brings his massive fan base this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's the air horn?
Oh, my bad. We are going to clip several segments from this thing, and we are hoping that the YouTube algorithms bless us.
Exactly.
Yeah, we gotta turn these bitches. I had the volume down. I'm nervous. Let them know. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Donnie Block. Hey. Come on down, sir. Come on down. Wait. All right, man. We're back.
Cheeky man.
We got the legend himself, man. Huh?
My bad.
No, I can't. No, bro. That shit's on his own shit. Okay. But I can hear you through real life. We got the legend here, man. He just dropped an album called Goober. I heard it. It was good. It was decent. And then I'm just playing. Nah, man, he just dropped an album called Goober. It is very dope. We're very excited to have him. Donnie Block. Is it cramped up here, fellas?
Not at all.
No, I'm not even minding it.
Yeah.
I'm not even minding
That's
it.
pretty
They're
chill.
gonna get used to it because I'm already used to it.
Exactly.
I like it. This
I love
might be the new
round
setup.
table. That's like the best part.
Oh, it's a round table discussion now. Yes,
exactly.
Yes. We got our dog here. So Donnie, thank you for joining us, my dog. Yeah. And anytime, man. You're always a big friend of the show, man. We go way back with Donnie Block, and he makes some good music, man. So we figured, why not get a fellow creative on the platform, man? And here he is. How you feeling, big dog?
Good. I'm glad to be here. First hour was great too. Just watching from the sidelines.
Yeah. When are you gonna start? When are you gonna start up a pod or start streaming or something?
I was telling Ryan I'm gonna do my own bathroom podcast.
Nice.
Seriously? No way.
One
That's
guy in
not.
the shower. One guy washing his hands, one on the toilet. Just a nice little setup.
Hey, that's kind of like our setup.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar. just make it work, man. Throw some shit together, man. All right, well, Donnie, I know I just sat with you for an hour and a half and looked you dead in your eyes for that entire hour and a half and had a wonderful discussion with you. It was a great interview. Awesome time. So I'm going to try not to ask the exact same questions I already asked. But, man, how has the feedback been for the album? We got to know. Just lead with that, and then all y'all can chime in.
That's the question again?
For them, they were okay, fine. You asked them the question.
Okay. All right. Donald.
The Don.
Mr. Block. No, it is the Don. All right. So why Goober? Why the name Goober?
Oh yeah, why is that the name?
Damn, that's actually
I never asked that.
That's an important one.
Okay.
So I made this album because I kept making like boring, not boring songs, but like songs that weren't true to myself. So once my pops died, I was like, oh, I gotta I made a song and I was like, I'm not even talking about the way I feel. Like it's like a song that it was like upbeat, and I was like, nah, like I can't be making that when I'm like feeling like shit. So I wanted to make some personal shit, and my dad used to call me like Goober, And I remember like he would call me Goober in front of my homies, and I would be like, and then they would be like roasting me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my bad. So he would call me Goober in front of my homies, and they would like roast me. So then it was kind of important for me to like just kind of accept it, like it was an important thing.
Yeah.
So like I'm proud to call myself that shit now.
Right. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Dope ass name.
I am so glad with all the jokes I'd be saying. I'm so glad I never made a joke about the album cover. I'm so glad that would have been
album
just
cover.
Sorry, the album title.
No,
album cover. I don't know.
Like, we worked on the album, finished the whole album, and then I was like, I'm gonna call it Goober. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He was like, they're just gonna think about SpongeBob or some shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of the album cover, who is that in the front?
Oh, it's because I was working at Ralph's, and then we went to McDonald's, and then it was like on the drive-thru, and I looked to the right, and he was just slumped. I
was so curious, man.
Hey, that just goes to show you could do anything. Like make an album cover or anything. So like, don't overthink it. Like, cause that shit's hard. Like you look at it, but like, oh, that's dope, and you would think like Goober. Okay, is that dude passed out? Is he a Goober? What does it mean? Like how you say it, like leave him questioning, so you kind of guessing and shit. So Goober, you have no idea, and especially listening to the album.
I taught this guy a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was just a homie from Van Nuys or something.
Nah. I'm tell him to get on the ground.
It's from my album.
Nah, he was just lit.
I'm dedicated already.
Yeah. No, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. All right. I got another question. All right. So, were you like Picasso with the shit when you named the first song Finn? Since that, Finn means finish, finale.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be like, damn, you listen to it backwards? Like, how does...
Nah, it's not like that. I mean, like, Finn was kind of supposed to be like the death of like the old shit that I would make, or like, kind of like, I wanted the album to flow like kind of like grieving and stuff. So like death at the start, and then like the second song was a little more set, like 4 in the morning on the 4th, and then like in the morning. So it's like I kind of wanted to make it flow like it's getting better, like coping. So like the middle's a little more tame, and then the ending is a little more upbeat. Yeah. And then so like 4 in the morning is the second one also. So like 4 in the morning on the morning.
Are you waking up?
Oh, no, like morning, and also like morning, like the death and shit.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so just kind of like that. Not like some damn Kendrick shit. Though.
Yeah, no. But I think that adds like a whole nother twist on it, cause like he was telling me, like, he's gonna explain it to you. It's a soundscape. It's like,
nah, I said that shit was trash.
He was like, it's a soundscape. So when you say that, because you could definitely piece together the songs, like I guess like 1 through 4, 1 through but 1 through 6 through like 8 through. So it's like, okay, I can piece it together like that. So I kind of trying to get the picture of it. Okay, I have one more. Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
No, keep going.
What would you say was like you had the most like enjoyment making? Which song would you say was like one of your favorites to work on? Yeah, I just want to see. Oh, open the screen.
Ooh, I got so scared.
Me too.
It was worth the double check.
It was
worth the double check.
I was thinking about it too.
All right, it's good. Everything good. We recording.
Hey, I told him we done lost more files than these niggas ever created.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I don't even know.
Whatever the fuck the question was. Yo. Let me just check this real quick, dog.
I don't even know.
All right.
Damn, that would hit.
During the intro, I was like, yo, is this on? Like, you just started. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was
Hey man, we just roll in, dog. It's a wild, wild west around here,
That
man.
was a bar that I felt so heavily. Holy shit.
Oh, the
files. Oh my god.
I'm driving down.
I thought
I'm looking over. You just saved the album.
I added it. No, because
hey, that's what's up. Hey, off the strength of the interview, he was already like,
the interview is working,
shit,
bro.
This is amazing. Because like we brought up like how like the names and how like it changes throughout the time. I want to look at the track names and look it up.
This nigga was about to go. Hold up. Yeah, it's pretty good. He's saying no. Yo, the voice is quiet, bro. Hey, Ted, talk about that shit, man. Because, well, no, you talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I did. No. I only said it because, like.
Okay.
I fucked it up.
What was like one of your favorite songs to work on? Like,
I think Received.
But at the same time, no, I'm done.
No, like Received was one of probably the song that we made that gave me the idea for the whole album. So like we were making a bunch of songs like bullshit, like, and then we wanted to make like some throw shit at the wall and see what would stick kind of stuff. Yeah. And then just laid down a bass line and like made some little glitchy things, and I don't know, that one really like triggered the whole album. So
I like that. You that's like what we were talking about, the creative shit. Like what's like the high? What's like one of the highs? And it's like when that idea hits, You know, and then and you can see the whole plan. That shit is really dope.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
You feel good for like the next 4 days. You got a dopamine rush. You're like, okay, I got some.
You get validation without nobody telling you nothing.
Exactly.
You're just there and you enjoy it.
And when you don't have it, it's like, all right, I'm struggling a little bit, but something's gonna come as long as you got that head.
That's the crazy
thing
too, is like making stuff like you feel like, oh, this is ass, and then out of nowhere it happens. It's like you think the day is gonna be ass, or like you're not gonna make some shit, and then like, what the fuck? It comes out of nowhere. Sick though.
Do you like that? What was your question?
One, I wanted to ask you, because I know we always talk about how does it feel making it, but like how was it listening to it? Like to have seen that original picture and then listen to that whole complete once through, everything mixed, everything mastered, everybody's there, you know, the people that made it with you, they're listening to it and they're listening to the first album, you know?
Like once it was like done, or once it was like cause I had like an album cut a long time ago, like unmixed kind of stuff. Like I already knew how I wanted to flow. But like that was like really good. Like listening to it back and like, I don't know, it felt like, gave me that validation again. Like just listening to it all, I was like, damn, I never thought I would be able to create a piece of art like this. That was like an album you flow but front to back. And also helped me like cope with a lot of shit or like reflect on stuff. Cause like usually like with grief and stuff, it feels like I'm just numb. Like you go through the days and you don't think about shit. And then like it hits you at the randomest time. But yeah, like when I listen to the album, it always like hits me.
That's crazy. What was it? What would you say if you feel like sharing? Was your lowest point in not lowest point, but in terms of what song were you at your lowest point during? Like what song were you kind of at your worst while creating?
Yeah, like mentally.
Mentally, I don't know.
Track list.
Yeah, he can list some off for you. He recently discovered a phenomenal album.
Wait, so did Dale like add it right now?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
I thought I had it added because I went to like look up the track list and I went to my library like it wasn't there, so I was like, yeah, but
he's not mad. It's fine. He's not mad. He seems fine.
Got me another fan.
See, dude, we're doing great things for you, bro.
Yeah, I know, this is great. Dale. Well, I mean, no.
Twitter following's huge.
Yeah.
But my lowest point, only get, I don't even know, like, because we made it, like, we recorded it and I read it in, like a month. So, like, it's all kind of back to back. And I would go, like fucking stumbling over my words and shit. But no, I would,
You're nervous in the presence of greatness.
I know I am.
And DaBaby. Greatness and DaBaby. Two greats.
But no, like, I would just be going to work and I feel like shit. And then we'd like, I get no sleep. I go home, work on the album till like 3 with my homies, and then we go back to work. And I see them at work.
You gotta get more sleep, dog.
I do now.
Yeah.
Yo, what's your like creative process like? Like, is it like, do you have to? It's late nights.
Yeah.
For the most part, like best ideas come after 12.
I started doing it in like the daytime or like kind of like 1, but like I always like the night shit or writing, especially at night. I don't know. It's crazy how some people are different too.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead.
So what? I know the album's great, but I want to get to you as an artist. What initially inspired you to become a musical artist?
Because it's actually a good question.
Oh, they're laughing. That was amazing.
It just sounded like it was gonna be.
It's just me and you.
We gonna start playing musical chairs right after this.
I don't know, like when I was young, I never really talked about personal shit, or like I was talking to Travis about it, like people would just think I'm a jokester, or like feel like just class clown or some shit.
You were hella funny.
You had jokes.
You were hella funny.
Jokes.
Yeah.
Like,
You was witty.
Yeah, take the compliment, man. You're hilarious. All right, we got anything else? Or are we just gonna keep rocking?
Oh, I got some questions. I got another question.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had any self-doubt that made you like want to stop doing music? And if so, what made you get out of that rut?
I've always like I think everybody has self-doubt with like anything they do, but like Travis said like earlier, it's like we're in too deep. It's like I can't quit, and it's like I care too much about it. Like it like deadass is therapeutic to me, so it's like quitting is just like I don't know. I'd be in like a way bigger rut than I would be now.
Pussies.
Yeah, it's for pussies.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
What was the biggest lesson you learned from the album? Like personally.
That I can't like hide my problems. That I gotta like deal with my shit.
Yeah.
Like even like while writing it, I feel like I can even like go deeper and like learn more. But like it had taught me a lot about like growing, regardless of like what this music sound like or whatever. It's just like what I learned from it is like important to me.
Yeah.
I got one a different direction. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, you said you're inspired by like a lot of East Coast rappers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like it's interesting because like people try to like label sounds by like locations and shit like that, but you don't really sound entirely like an LA artist. Like you're not like the next Almighty Suspect. I've noticed. you're not quite in the categories of them. But what does that ever like? Do you ever think about that? Like in terms of like you don't sound like an LA artist, or you don't. And I'm obviously the same category of like it's just like it's almost like art and music, but it's not really defined as that. What would you? I don't know. What are your thoughts about?
I never think about like music as like where I'm from or like any of that stuff. I mean, probably like shout out Van Nuys one day or some shit. Say, but like. I don't think that'll like change the way my music sounds or anything. But I don't know, East Coast artists, I guess it might be because like some of my music is like rooted from like boom bap, and that's like where they originated from. But then it's like experimental music is also like there's like a lot of weird experimental music in like Baltimore. There's some people like in Oakland that make music like this. It's weird. I don't know. It's just like where I find inspiration from. It's like and they just seem to be like from Buffalo or like the Bronx or like around there.
Yeah. Is it true you have beef with MGK? Oh, that's what the blogs are saying. I was just wanting to ask about it. I don't want to be too controversial.
MGK, I don't know, man. MGK is wild. A lot of things.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. MGK is fucking wild. You know what that means.
I got a question. Where did you find that growth sample?
Come on, man. We can't be.
But no, for real. We'll talk. For real, it is heavily sampled, and I've heard you say like my homies came over and we played. So like, kind of like going in there, like, is it all live instruments? Is it all
a lot of it is live? A lot of it is live instruments. Even like some of the percussion is like us doing shit with the mics or like playing with like some dumb shit like forks or some shit. Like. But yeah, a lot of it is sample based because I mean, I love like soul samples. It has like a lot of like heart to it. I don't know.
No, you can tell.
It's just beautiful. I don't know. And then like a way of like soul music is just some shit that you can like listen to whenever and it just makes you feel good. And then like adding another element to it, it's just like the best of like both worlds and shit. I don't know. Just like it's very intriguing to me. But
so would you feel that? Where did that soul love come from? Like where were you introduced to soul at?
I mean, ever since I like rap music, it's always been like my favorite stuff. Like I'll listen to rap music and won't even listen to the lyrics sometimes, and I just love that shit. And lo-fi, like grittiness. I like grittiness. I don't know. I just feel like it's more. It sounds more like life than like normal music. It's not like. I'm also inspired by like movies and shit too. Like how like movies like they're praised for taking risk rather than like in music they're not. Like the people that win like awards and stuff, they're just doing the same shit that they've been doing. But I don't know if that answers the question, but I don't know. I just love soul shit. I don't know. Yeah.
I have a question.
I just fell in love.
So how would you describe your music to somebody who's never heard it before?
I guess
it's fucking dope.
That shit hot, bro.
Shit's dope, dude. Check it out.
Like abstract, I guess, or like it's got a little bit of normal shit in there too, but I try to take like risk. I don't know how to explain it to anyone. I just think I don't want to like set them up to listen to it. Just
put it on.
Yeah, just put it on. You tell me what you feel. I know they're gonna interpret it.
You don't want to be like Logic, explaining every bar.
Bro, that shit's like Logic.
Here's why I'm a genius.
That shit's annoying.
I don't know why do they hate?
It's like, bro, they didn't catch it. They didn't catch it, bro. You don't have to like force feed them. Yeah, they're not babies. Yeah, they just don't fuck with it.
Yeah. I would say that's dope. Like I see that quality in all of us. Like, how would you describe it? Like, I don't know. Like you just got you either fuck with it or you don't. Tell me. Shit. Like we all artists. Like I'm realizing that more as we go along. Like
honestly, and also like I would, if we were in a perfect world where I wouldn't have to like release shit, I wouldn't release it. I don't I'm doing this. I think I'm good enough. So, but I want to just be able to get an apartment and be able to do this shit forever. That's it. It's because we're in this fucking world where we have to like prove ourselves and have people like you. But if we were in a world where I could just have my own piece of land and do my own shit and make music, I'd be doing this shit by myself. No releases.
But can't you like pretty much, if you think about it though, you say that. And I get that the world is huge. Yeah. But if you look at even like your earlier songs, like that's thousands. What's like your highest played song? Like what's the number?
Like
if you just overall streams, everything combined.
250,000.
Like so, 250,000 people heard your shit. Yeah. That's why when we talk about like maybe you're too far in to even go back, because it's like you're already creating shit that people are loving, that people are they're listening on their own.
That's what I'm saying though. I know like I'm good enough. I know that I put too much time. I put too much heart into this shit. Yeah. Like I know that I'm good enough, but it's like. I'm just saying, in like a perfect world, I would not need to release it because I don't need no validation. I don't want people to like me.
Like if money,
I do want people to like me in a sense, obviously, because I want to make money and be able to live comfortably. Yeah. But like if there's just like you can't call it art when you're like selling it. in a weird way, you know. I don't know. It's kind of like none of these artists that like Picasso and all these fools. These fools were struggling when they were like making the shit, and that's where the art comes from, is like pain. Yeah. So it's like once you start like getting away from that, once you start getting into like a comfortable territory where I'm rich enough and stuff, that's when you start like disconnecting from like the music or like the art that you're making, and it starts like it's getting like a little blurry.
Like you start making it like for the people. Like you're making it more for.
Because then think about it, like it's always weird when like artists stay in the same lane. Like when you create a new sound, and then fools fuck with it. And then it's like you just keep making that sound. It's like, why, bro?
Why are you dissing them like that? Why are you dissing DaBaby, dog?
No, but it's like if you make that new sound and people fuck with it, why are you just sticking to that sound? You're obviously smart enough to create a new sound. Like, just do it. Do another one. Yeah. Make some different shit.
Not always though, because some people their sound like, say like a nigga that just raps hella off beat and like his shit is slurred, but like it just catches on. Like he might not have another lane, you know.
No, but there's like I know, but there's like people like Playboy, bro. Like Playboy, they love his album. But they love Die Lit. They love that shit. You're thinking
of actual artists. You're thinking of real. Because for artists, I agree. Like, but some people, if they get in it, like they just get put on by somebody or someone gives them they jump. Like
that's also the thing that gets confused. Like, is it art then? Because like they don't have enough genres where it's like no one's calling. Like I love Nacho Libre. I love Nacho Libre. That shit ain't gonna win like an Oscar. But it's not. That's not no Parasite. It's not like The Shining.
No, but that's a huge like deal in the music industry, because like I even know, like, I hate to bring his name up, but DaBaby. He was talking.
Why you say DaBaby?
Why are you talking about yourself?
Why you hate to bring his name up?
DaBaby. Why are you talking about yourself in third person?
Little Wayne.
So like DaBaby, he was saying that like he's in this music for the money, and like he's just like, it's like I'm gonna do this for a few years then retire. Like, you can tell that's why he never changed his flow, because like this works. This is commercial. This sells. So like, why do I have any motivation to try something else? And for people who are like releasing music for the money, like they have no reason to be creative and go outside the box, because they know this makes money. Like you're talking about like how movies get praised for taking risks. Music doesn't, because like we're in this to make money, and we know this formula makes money. So why would we deviate from what works? So like Donald was saying, like if he didn't have to like release the music, like he would prefer that, because he feels like it's more natural art. Like he's really doing what he wants. He's not just trying to, because when Donald grows and gets bigger, he's gonna like naturally kind of tailor his music more toward audience. Cause that's just how it is if you're like a professional, and like he doesn't really want to do that. He wants to be true to his artist self.
So you gotta like build your own fan base and stuff. People that just care about like who you are, and they understand why you're making like different shit. And like hype really kills shit. Like when you get hyped, you perceive something like you've already listened to the album before it even came out almost, and then when you listen to this ain't the album that I wanted. But also what he's saying, I don't like how the lines get blurred between like DaBaby making music for money. It's like, that's good, bro. Like that's like your job. That's your shit. But then they just like, why is like the people that are doing the art also getting bundled in with that? And why is DaBaby getting bundled in with that too? Like, why aren't you making this art shit? Why aren't you being conscious? It's like, bro, that's not what he's doing. I just don't understand why they're not like making more lanes for different things, you know. But like in movies, they have awards for fucking everything.
But it's because it's not really art in the same way of like there's so many different machines and things controlling who we see, who blows up, who gets on, whose labels backing them. There's a reason that Rock Nation just had hella artists win the Grammy. Oh, and Beyonce shows up. Jay-Z shows up to this fucking fallen down thing that obviously it's the fucking Grammys. People aren't watching. Everyone's on lockdown and shit. What are the odds? Wow, all these Rock Nation artists show up. Beyonce wins another award. They basically, it was a fucking, they were saying on the J, it's a stick up. Like, bruh, when all your artists win awards and y'all are the niggas that got it lit and Mega's perform, everyone is fucking there performing all on that label. Like, that's what the shit is controlled by. So everyone talks about rap artists and rappers and they have this perception of them, but it's just the ones that it's not always the people that people are finding organically. Like, no one fucking heard about Russ for like all these years. Your favorite rapper Russ, no one's heard about him for all that time, but he was building a genuine fan base. The ones that we constantly hear on the radio, there are some that are super like artists, but then there's niggas like that'll outright say like, I'm just hitting a lick, and it's like, get your money, bro. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not trying to compete with you. That's dope.
Hey, who are we mad at for that? Are we mad at the labels? Or is it the consumer?
I think it's weird, like the Grammy stuff too. Like they gave Nas Album of the Year. And it's like, bro, you should have gave it to him when he made Illmatic. But then it's like almost like a circle of like regret. Like, oh, we didn't give it to him for Illmatic. We got to give it to him now. But then you didn't give it to Freddie Gibbs. So now you're going to have to give it to Freddie Gibbs in like a couple years when he's probably not making hot shit or something, you know?
It's the Mike Conley All Star.
And Russ is your favorite rapper, bro.
Shit,
you be talking about him all the time.
Oh, Russ, man, everything he's taught me, bro.
I'm just still
that's
mad.
Big bro.
I'm just still mad Macklemore won that Grammy.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
I can't get over that shit, bro. How many years passed?
One at a time.
Like, damn. Sorry, just go.
No. And they can get away with that shit. It's crazy. Like, we still look at the Grammys for like validation and shit, but it's like, bro, they gave Macklemore that shit. No, like, that's like a strike. Like, like who the fuck voting for this shit? Yeah. And then they've done like so many other ones where they just give awards to like, even like Cardi B. I don't even think she should have won that over Astroworld.
I mean, they're basically saying these are the greatest, like these are the best artists with the best albums of our time.
It's also weird because then it's like
that's why it's like if the MVP was like, you just pick the MVP as like the 5 like dopest niggas in the league. They're like the 5 you see the most. Like, man, Russ is hella, or like this nigga be out looking hella fly. Kuzma, let's get him all star. Yeah, like, who's the most popular? Luka, not all star, but MVP, whatever.
See, I'm thinking about it like in the progression of an artist. Like back in the day, we had real artists that played real instruments, like real live people that put things to paper, pen, pad, like could write symphonies and composers.
And they had to struggle, like bro. Like and they were 30 or like 30 to 50 when they popped off. Now it's like you got 16-year-olds popping off.
But I think that goes to show for like what automation is doing, like the automation of a sound, like what sells, like what's gonna get the most people in the club jumping. Like I think we've kind of automated the system to say like the microwave rapper, we know the prototype, you know what I mean? So that automatically kind of just ship them out, and we have so many sounds now where it's like, but it's
the fast food microwave, bro. It's like the McDonald's, man. The McDonald's highest selling burger, bro. You can't tell me that's the best burger you've ever ate.
Exactly.
That shit easy to get though. That shit there when you're struggling though.
Michael Jackson was talented. Like I'm sorry, but Michael Jackson was talented like as an artist. Like how many talented people are really on stage right now, like doing shit?
Bro, he was the biggest and the most talented. Like that's just crazy. That was like a time where it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like Prince too. Yeah. Like now. I don't know. Like, who do we have?
There's some very talented artists. I think that it's just there's a lot of artists that maybe like we see the art like the Lil Pumps of the world, the Smoke Perps. Because then again, let's not forget there's still Drake. We saw Jay-Z. We seen Kanye West. Like there's still artists, Ariana Grande. Like there's still talented as artists. It's just that like it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be like. It's like Drake said. What?
That last
one. I don't know. I can live without the last one.
No, but.
It's like the way, bro. You better show some respect.
It's like fame, but fame and talent just don't. I think Drake said it on his last shit that came out. Fame and talent just don't go hand in hand anymore. Like there's a lot of really talented people, and that's why they're so successful and famous. But there's also people that have no talent and they're famous. I mean, DaBaby. I mean, her raps maybe were cool when she started rapping, but like obviously she didn't get on for a talent. She got on for a show.
That shit, bro, that DaBaby shit's crazy, bro. Don't you think it's sus that this is different? But like, don't you think it's sus that like so many people bought her OnlyFans right when she turned 18?
100%, they were waiting, bro.
That is.
Y'all not gonna
put that on me.
Oh yeah, you bought it.
No.
He was bragging about it on his Instagram.
Yo, we got
Brando. Y'all will all hear from my lawyer. Besides Torrance, he didn't say anything.
$750K out the gate.
Give me it all.
All the pictures.
All this shit out of Bitcoin and said,
give me the whole vault. I want the throwaways.
Dude, I like how the funny thing is how it makes no sense. It's literally like a $10 subscription monthly, and we like this nigga threw all his money into it
because he wanted the exclusives. He wanted the exclusives.
And the tips, like, do you take Doge?
That's just crazy, bro. I just heard about a girl that started like camming, and she's just making bank.
Yeah. She started what?
And it's like camming, like cam girling. Yeah. But you just like, that's crazy because you don't even have to put your OnlyFans out there. You're just camming. Like no one's got an Only this like 50-year-old in like Indiana.
All right, hey. So I feel like we pretty much got through the album. It feels like, right? We pretty much.
We're talking about album.
Anything else? He had an album. What album?
That's basically what the album is
about. All right, because y'all want to get in some topics with Donnie B?
Yeah.
All right. So let's ask your. In fact, you could just kick all these bitches off after. That sounded weird. You could kick all these off after I intro it. Basically. Oh, did you hear about the hotel clerk who?
Yeah.
Wait. You know what? I gotta get the facts on this one.
Oh, so Keeb's gonna love this one.
Okay.
Why?
You're about to jump up and get mad.
Oh my god.
So video of a Holiday Inn worker having breakdown backfires on the poster, the person who posted the video. So have you seen the video of the gentleman who's kind of talking to the worker at the hotel who's basically like, what are you doing? Like, why did you just smack the computer? Are you mad? And it's your hotel's fault, blah, blah. And he kind of keeps like talking to him. The kid's not doing nothing. Then he gets up and starts like having kind of a freak out and like smacking on his head and stuff.
Reenact it.
And now it's kind of, I won't. It's sensitive times, I've heard. Basically they're saying he started smacking himself in the head, freaking out. And now there's a bunch of backlash because people are saying like, oh, you're making fun of a mental health type thing. And then who was it that
Freddie Gibbs.
Freddie Gibbs, that's right. They got on Freddie because Freddie posted the shit about
really?
Because he reposted it.
Have you been on Freddie Gibbs' Instagram and shit?
Nah, not recently.
Bro, they get on Freddie Gibbs posts like crackheads like fighting, like bitches fighting naked, like bunch of crazy shit.
I gotta
Fools
see his
dying.
shit now.
Like it's insane.
Hey, you stopped sending me shit from the story. You used to always send me the shit, and I didn't even need to follow him. I was always
trying to cancel him.
He got
banned.
Banned, yeah. Yeah, but now he made a new one, and now he's like kind of making his way back. But he's posting his shit on Twitter.
Freddie Gibbs is a legend.
Hey, you can post anything.
Yeah, you can post anything on Twitter.
You literally post
just scroll through and you see like fucking just pussy wide open.
Dude, 8 in the morning,
wonderful
bro.
app.
I go on Twitter and people promoting their OnlyFans. 8 in the morning, like damn, nigga.
I haven't had my eggs yet.
One at a time. Yeah. It won't sound right.
Nigga.
Yo, okay. With that video, like, it's obvious that he's having a mental breakdown, but god damn, that is gonna make a phenomenal meme. I can't lie. I bet people are gonna put it into like the weirdest videos. You won't even expect it, and then you're gonna laugh and you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm going to hell.
So what do you think about the outrage? Because that's what people are like upset about. They're saying like it's a mental health type thing. Well, say it, then I'm gonna tell you what I think.
Okay, look, what he did, like he recorded him, and then like he had his breakdown and shit, and then he starts yelling, and then the guy goes behind the counter and starts recording him. I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right, bro. You already got him on video and shit.
Got the side view.
But like you have to get in, like you can already tell that like he's having a bad day. Terrible emotional intelligence.
That shit was crazy, bro.
But
he hit his head a lot, like smashed the camera.
Bro, he hit into the monitor.
Man.
Yeah, bro. But it's also
what you about to say?
Everybody's so sensitive, bro.
I got some like little insight though.
Okay, whatever.
Like my homie was telling me that he knows like he tells me about this like one freaky ass bitch. And the freaky bitch used to work at a Holiday Inn, and they make the people that like are kind of socially awkward work at night.
Yeah. Oh, was that at night? Was that at night?
It seems like it was at night, right? It seems like what in the middle of the day, Holiday Inn. Like, damn, how bad is your job?
I think it's fucked up that like the breakdown and all that, but then like. You know, you see like Freddie Gibbs posting it, and like a lot of shit that people see is funny is gonna get posted. And if we were watching a movie and someone had that exact same freak out, I'm sure it would be for funny purposes.
I can see Jim Carrey doing that.
So it's like, why do people get so mad that people like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, if you're having a freak out and you pull your pants down and start slapping your ass, we're gonna crack up. It looks funny, bro. Okay, it looks hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, like, looking at that. But when you know the context of like, he has schizoid tendencies and he has like PT, he actually has mental health issues. So it's kind of it's a terrible look when you have a dude who is just putting you on camera at your worst, like showing your worst, but you actually have mental reasons for why you're having this freak out.
But he don't know.
He doesn't know, but still, it kind of shows to like this asshole. Like
he already thinking like he's an asshole because he basically told him there was a problem with something going on, and I guess he like smacked his computer and shit all in front. Basically, so like if I'm in his position, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, and he's what? And then I'm recording him at this point, like, bro, what the fuck you? And then I see him start freaking out, like, bro, I'm sorry, I don't know if I have the foresight to realize that everyone else is gonna become offended for him, and then be like, but what you're saying, I do get that part, but like. I just can't get mad at anybody like Freddie Gibbs. I'm just not sitting here like mad, like, bro, why the fuck did you post it? It's like, it's just unfortunate. Yeah. But like we see black crackheads running like I feel like I stole your shit because you're the one
so much shit, and it's like most comedies like at the expense of somebody, you know. But it's like obviously when we get the insight like that, it's fucked. But it's like on some other cases we don't get insight like that.
How many black crackheads we see running or the videos of them naked and shit?
Or like any normal shit that people go through, we just laugh at.
So is it because he's white, Donnie?
I don't know, bro. It might be, bro. Honestly, because like why they're protecting him so much.
You said it, not me.
Why they're protecting him so much? I don't know. It might be
because
like,
you do.
It's weird, bro. Like even on the Freddie Gibbs comments, they're like, "Those crackheads don't have mental illness."
Like, fam,
like, bro,
really? Have you seen?
Like, how do you think the problems they go through? Yeah, that's what people think, bro. They're stupid.
Yeah. Like, why do you think they're on crack, bro? Like,
yeah, why do you think like?
That shit fucked up your mental. You know?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, he has a job.
It doesn't mean like what Freddie Gibbs does is like funny
I don't
shit.
understand that.
It doesn't mean like what like Freddie fucking making fun of crackheads and all that shit is like.
But also
good,
consider the source, bro. Like, Freddie, bro, he posts so much shit. Like, it's like people come from like left field. It's like someone just comes straight off CNN. This rapper posted what? Like, man, he posts fucking every single day, like 30 posts a day shit. Of just random shit, bro. I literally seen him post a dude fucking a homeless lady with no condom on, and it was when COVID was like blaring. It was like, bro, what the fuck?
That nigga's from Florida.
People, yeah, I know, bro. People get like, bro, he posts nonstop shit. So like, you mad at him? Bro, he's going to be posting all day. You're going to be mad then. Yeah. So watch for 2 months and let's see what else you get mad at. You're going to be mad.
Look at what CNN posts. They always post some bullshit. Like, they getting mad at these motherfuckers for posting something that. But they always be posting the most negative shit possible.
Freddie ain't paying him.
And does Freddie get paid for posting this type of shit? No.
Bro,
it's for fun. It's fucking it's jokes.
Dude, Freddie's the GOAT.
He posting like bitches fucking and shit, like,
bro.
In like the middle of like a park.
Yeah. Bro, he's showing us reality.
Yeah, bro, but that shit is like important, bro.
Like kids need to know about this
stuff from us. They try to hide way too much stuff. You know, in like other countries, they show like when fools get their heads blasted off and shit.
Yeah.
Like in here, they try to like hide everything.
One at a time.
You have to like look it up and all this stuff. I don't think that's like good. You can't be hiding us like shit like. Hiding shit from I don't know what to talk right now.
No, I know what you mean. Dude, I used to be weird as fuck because I had a boring ass job at Sprint, right? And I'd be so fucking bored. Mm-hmm. And there would definitely be random points in the day where I would just be on these like just seeing like on these pages where like they just be showing real shit, but it's like a part of me is like you want to see what shit is really like you see people in other countries, it's fucked up stuff that happens, like you see people in real life. We were just talking about a clip we saw of a dude shooting another dude in the store. Like seeing stuff like and seeing how real the world is, I think it kind of also affects how you move and in terms of understanding. Like that's why like people you love, like females you love, bro, they gotta have some pepper spray. I always be saying this shit. I'm like a fucking pepper spray spokesman. Like shit like that of just like always taking precautions. Like it's really no joke when you understand that like this shit happens. Like, oh, you want to like go to the park by yourself at night. Like, do you know that that's not even a story? Like if something happens to you, no one's gonna think twice. Like, oh, she was in the park late at night. Got it? Because it could happen to anyone. But when it's you in that moment, you're like, oh, I'll be good. Let me just go for a little run.
Yeah,
fam, it happens to people, and it's not even a story to talk. No one even.
And the ones that you don't see on the news, like we're local, motherfucker. Like you might not end up on the news, like for real. And take that into consideration because
5 minutes, no one's even talking about it. Yeah, and that's how we want shit we can talk about. That wouldn't even be a story the way that we focus on things.
And that's just dangerous. People really don't see how like real this world is. You know, I feel like the media and kind of what we see in society kind of protects us. You know, all this PC culture, we're worried about what people fucking say. Yeah. Like, but when you see somebody literally get their head chopped off, it kind of puts a lot of things in perspective. Like, I've never seen it, but just seeing videos of it, or when you see actual violence in front of you, like what that actually means. Like we were talking about it earlier. Like when you listen to rap music and they say, "Oh yeah, I shot a nigga and leave him leaking 100," we just turn up to that shit, you know. But when you really imagine and think about what they're
does not look the same.
But when you really think about what they're saying, like, wait a minute, he said he dumped a couple bodies. Let me think about that. Okay, bang. Whoa, that whoa! Yeah. I don't want to.
And seeing that
why am I just vibing out to this shit?
That's another thing that's wild is like when these rappers get caught up with shit and they're like, wow, how do you think you can do that? It's like, bro, you've been listening to his music for years. Like even in Brockhampton, they kicked out Amir and he's rapping about like gang shit, and they kicked him out for some like gang shit that he did, and like for also some allegations and shit. But it's like they act all surprised, like, or like the fans act surprised.
Who's the one on Brockhampton that be spitting the gay bars but it's fire?
It's Kevin Abstract, bro.
Is that the one that got kicked out?
It's fire. No.
That's what he a gay member? What the fuck? No. Bro, but nah, that shit is fire. I never heard somebody be that blatantly just like open about like who they talking about and what they trying to do. And like I couldn't help but lie. I was like,
I'm more or less like mad about like how the fans reacted to Amir. Not like, I mean, I guess like I'd probably kick the fool out too for the shit that he did. But like it's just like the fans act like, well, I can't believe he was doing this.
What did he do?
He like some sexual allegations, but it came out like it wasn't true. And then like he like set up like a robbery or some shit on like a lick on some fool or some shit. And it's like,
easy.
Yo, but that's crazy. How you in Brockhampton and you set up, you like hitting licks, but I guess I do see it's exactly what you're saying.
Because like when his verse came on, everyone's like, oh, this is this part of the song.
Yeah. Well, there's like 30 motherfuckers on Brockhampton.
You feel me? A variety of different.
He wasn't lying.
Here's the gay bars. Here's the hood shit.
That's hilarious,
bro.
Perfect mixture.
Yeah.
But I had a question. Sorry, this is so random because it's back to the album and we're past interview mode. But I did have a question. When you gonna have features, dog?
Whenever.
But I feel like nah, dog. Is he gonna fuck around and make another album and be like, yeah, I'm just.
No, I'm actually trying to play on some. Like I'm trying to get some features on this new one.
No, they about to get
security. Trying to get Travis on some experimental stuff.
Nah, I was gonna name off a name, but I won't say it for the pod. No, I'm gonna bleep it.
What do you want?
Comeback or what?
Oh, bro. I don't know what
Reunited?
he's doing, man.
Huh?
I don't know what he's doing.
Bro, y'all need to reunite.
Talking though, like he's taking a break. I love this last project, this little beat tape and shit. That shit was fire.
So what if he just produces your album?
Oh fuck yeah,
that would be fire.
Day,
get a little side project.
Any day, no money, no nothing. I'll give him money. I don't care. Not that fool.
I got sure. I got another question.
Sleepy, huh?
Yeah, was it? We're boring you?
No.
You just got off tour, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit's wild.
What?
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, I get it now. No. What?
Bro,
wait, you didn't get it. You didn't get it, and when he said he went off tour, you were like, yeah.
There's a lot of shit like that.
just came back from Nam.
Yeah. I was in Iraq, bro. It wasn't pretty. But like, so what's one artist that you haven't collabed with yet that you want to collab with?
Like if I, what do you mean, bro?
Like, basically, what's the artist you want to collab with that you
that I
haven't
could, or like that? Like
that you want to? It's your dream. But you can't say.
There's a lot of like smaller artists that I really like that are like really influenced me, but dream is probably like Isaiah Rashad. I feel like changed my life, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna just say it though. You'd wash him.
I don't know.
He don't be rapping no more. I
know.
They made an announcement, bro.
Uh-oh.
What they dropped?
TD, they said like something's coming on 5/7.
More swimwear.
And they're saying like it's gonna be like Lance Skywalker and shit.
Donnie,
No, TD
wash
just
him.
don't release nothing.
Yeah.
They never do. I hate.
It's
I
a
hate
wash.
That. I fucking love their music.
But I know you didn't want to go back to the album, but I did have that idea. But I kind of thought it would be a bad question. But hearing like Isaiah Rashad and hearing your music, I hear like a lot of Isaiah. I would say like I hear like a lot of Earl.
Yeah.
Maybe some Vince.
Yeah.
Some Mac. Like
This motherfucker saying Vincent Mac, bro.
yeah, I'm
Mac,
saying,
hell yeah.
like some Vince and Mac. And so I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about Isaiah too. And then when I hear the soul added to it, like you know, and then you're adding your own twist to it because you're putting your own story to it, like the structure of the album, like we were talking about, and then the sounds that you hear throughout that structure. You know, how much of an influence were they on your
huge,
music?
bro.
Yeah.
Like Isaiah, Vince, and Mac were the reason like I wanted to rap. Like I remember listening to like Stolen Youth, and it's produced by Mac Miller, and like it's Vince Staples' mixtape. That shit just changed my life. And Isaiah Rashad really like saved my life, bro. Like I don't know, the way he like articulates his shit, bro, is insane. Like I don't know.
He talk about that gutter shit. I really like it. Like he gets into really good detail, and
it just puts you in a place. I don't know.
It
like really like it's like I don't know, bro.
It's funny. We talked
it's
about
like hype shit, but he
can do anything, bro. It's insane, man.
It's
like,
hype, but he's really saying shit.
Yes.
You know, that's my favorite part about Isaiah.
Yeah. Then he's also got like the sadder parts on his albums and stuff, and that shit really hits.
I know we talked about it before, but Heavenly Father, like,
bro,
like
that shit is insane, bro. Yeah. Like that is like probably the best song.
You guys are fucking nerds,
fucking
dude.
I'm
like
I remember when I listened to that shit, it was so good. I was like, bro, I've heard this shit before. Like I don't know why, like it felt like so, it resonated so like deeply.
As if you could have wrote it type shit. Like your brother, like it's funny that we talk about it though, because we've talked about it. Like just if you like Isaiah, you love Isaiah. Like if you know about him, you love him. Like you're fucking.
That's why, like he's like 5 years haven't released or whatever.
Yeah,
people were just
4
like
years,
waiting, bro.
Pisses me off.
2016. It's coming on 5.
I think you're coming on.
Yeah, bro. No, Heavenly Father is nuts.
All right, we'll throw another controversial topic at you, Donnie.
Nice.
Lil Mosey charged with rape, and a warrant issued for rapper's arrest. 2 women attended a party hosted by Lil Mosey in January and alleged he and another party guest raped them during the night. You want to know more details? You want to comment?
That shit's fucked, bro. I always think that shit's fucked because like. There's really like no way of getting like evidence sometimes, and it's like the one thing where it's like I know I never do that shit, but it's like there's some like nasty fools out there.
Yeah.
And it's fucked. Like we really gotta like protect our women and shit.
I'll tell you
like,
what she said.
It's fucked. Like it's just fucked.
And so it says one woman said that her and her friend were drinking White Claws and champagne before she began to lose memory, according to the affidavit. The woman said she does not remember much after the drinking champagne, but remembered waking up in an upstairs bathroom in her bra and underwear, and someone said there was a video of her having sex. According to the affidavit, it was learned at this point that the victim had no specific memory of a rape taking place, but she remembered people saying she had sex, but could not recall who said it and did not remember engaging in sexual intercourse. No, but there's more though.
There was I saw a video that said that when they first had sex, it was consensual.
Yeah,
but then the second time, it was like she woke up.
I'll read it off. So she did admit to having consensual sex with Lil Mosey while he was in her car. But when they moved to the upstairs bedroom, she felt hazy, and sex between her, Lil Mosey, and another man, Francisco Prater, was not consensual with moments of force. The woman had injuries which she could not explain, including bruising on her neck or her arm, neck, and inner knee. Francisco Prater also has a warrant for the arrest. So that's pretty much all we have. The charge, second-degree rape. Yeah, I heard the pretty much whole story. It's basically what Zakib was saying is like, or basically what this shit said of what do you think about it? Actually, what does anyone think about it? So she had White Claws and champagne, and then she couldn't remember anything after that.
I mean, what can you really say about it? It's like, it's either sad that somebody had to go through that situation. Like, if it's just allegations, or if it did happen, if it didn't happen, either way, it's like, it's pretty fucked. You know, like, it's kind of sad hearing, like, rappers have, because you really don't know, like, what's the truth and what's not the truth. But then when it does come out that says some shit is true, like she did get raped, it's like, that's fucked. Like, I don't know what else to really, like, take from that. But, like, I mean, we just got to see what comes out. Are these just allegations, or are they saying, like, he raped her?
Just allegations.
Just allegations.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that, like, you would look at the rapper and be like, yo, you could get, like, any bitch you want, you know? But, like, when it comes to that, it's like, what the fuck? Why did that story go so sideways? You know, you got bread, you got all this shit. Do you really not have, like...
I think it's got to be, like, some different shit. Like, they're...
Power dynamic.
Yeah, bro. It has to be.
Also, they don't get told no. Like, being rich and famous and stuff. And it's like...
Yeah, think about how big your head is at that point, you know?
Yeah,
it's just weird. Like you said, you can get, like, basically any girl you want. Not any girl, but, like, a girl that looks fine as fuck and all this shit, you know? Like, what you want. But,
like, you have no problem finding, like, some action for the night, but, like... That's not satisfy them, but like, they're just sick fucks like that.
Damn, what the fuck's wrong?
What do you think?
About it, I mean, about it. Stupid. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's hard to make a judgment because, like, I could see both sides because, like, just like it's crazy that these things could happen, but then we also see so many times where, like, we see the other side of, like, it's crazy how anyone can make any allegation. And then it's like you just have to treat it the same either way of, like, it's a horrible thing to be accused of, and you kind of got to treat it as that of, like, it's a big rape allegation. We've seen a bunch of rappers do shit like that. We saw that A$AP Bari shit not that long ago, but it's just like a thing, like, where you see niggas in power do shit like that, or their homies and them are tag teaming, or one dude was talking about, like, they you know, they're saying, like, some rappers, like, they start with a girl, then next thing you know their homies just come in, and the next thing you know they all just fucking, and, like, they never asked the girl for none of that shit. Technically you that's part of a rape. Like, that's rape. So there is shit like that where then, like, the girl comes out later after the fact and it's like I can't remember shit like that. It's just obviously we have situations where we see people that were accused and, like, there is no merit to it, or, like, so it's just hard to know without any specific, like, more info. But I don't, like, is she alleging that they drugged her?
She's not alleging that, but it sounds like it. Cause, like, how do you black out from White Claws and champagne?
Yeah. Okay, so that makes more sense because,
I mean, some people toxicology, they might be little bodied. Like, I've seen people pass out for smoking a joint. Like, I mean, like, faint.
That's a joint, bro.
Yeah,
but White Claw and champagne.
Like, even champagne's not that much, you know. It's just
I don't know.
If I'm trying to be objective, like, I can't, like, that does register off something in my brain. I mean, I just note it. Like, I'm not. That's why sometimes people see one thing and they want to lean away. It's like, I see one thing and I'm observing it. Like, I'm waiting for, what's the toxic? Oh, my bad. What's it, you got some short shorts on, huh? Oh, like, what's the toxic? Such a show off, bro. Damn.
The legs in this one?
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, if he did it, it's fucked up. If dude did it,
making my skin.
yeah. If Mr. Blueberry Fuego did it, it's fucked up. But I mean, shit, it's just hard to know. Like, I need to get some. Okay, but so, you know, they always say, like, don't ever blame the victim. And, like, it's generally, like, you don't blame the victim for things. But I'm also at the same time, like, if I have a daughter, like, you have to take precautions. Because it's like, it's not your fault. Like, people say, oh, I should be able to dress however I want. And I do agree with that. I feel that. But it's kind of like, it's like I say the same thing. I should be able to dress however I want. Yeah. But say I'm walking through Chicago. I've never been there before. I'm in, like, say I'm in the most dangerous part of the city. I might not want to wear the biggest chain walking around. I don't know anyone there. I don't know where I'm at. So it's like you can take precautions for yourself at the same time. Yeah. Do you think that women should be careful being around rappers? Like, just knowing, like, I mean, she did have a friend with her. Yeah. So that is something. You have a friend with you to help keep you safe. Is there precautions that women should be taking? And I'm not saying them accountability, unless you want to think about that. But are there precautions that should be taken about who you're around, or maybe I shouldn't be around this rapper who just wants to fuck me. But some girls just want to get fucked by a rapper.
What if they're getting bread? Like what if they're getting bread and shit like that? So what if they're like reaping the benefits of being next to a rapper who's an asshole?
But my question still stands. What was the question?
Yeah.
Should they take precautions about being around these rappers?
You see that? What is it? The Blueface shit. Or he's like telling him like, you got to get a tattoo or else you're out of the house.
Right.
That's also a little scary, bro.
Going home.
It's weird. But no, they should be taking precaution around any guy, honestly. But like, yeah, rappers are just sus, power hungry. Like not me.
Yeah, not this guy.
Not us.
Not me.
And this guy.
Yeah. Not me either.
But, yeah.
But like, I was gonna say that all women should be like take precaution around men they don't know. But like, I just know so many stories of women being assaulted by men they do know too. So just like honestly, man, like. Unfortunately, in this world, they just gotta be on guard 24/7. Yeah. Like, I'm not victim blaming either. Like, one way I like to see it, like as a black man myself, like there's certain things I have to take precaution for, and it's like it's not my fault, but like that's just the reality of my world, and I just try to do the best I can to protect myself and my loved ones. And unfortunately for women, it's like this is a very scary, evil world we live in, and like they just don't have the liberty or the privilege of just able to live life the way they should be able to live life. They have to be super cautious of the way they do, because not even just men, even other women too, like they could be sex traffickers as well. Like a lot of women be part of sex trafficking. Like they're targets. Women are just targets everywhere. Like they have to like protect themselves. Like unfortunately.
My thing is, and I don't even want to be the guy that's like, oh, you shouldn't wear what you want. If you want to wear whatever you want, but you better have some pepper spray with you, or just be prepared. Like
get a gun.
Because I know there's assholes out there that are gonna, whatever. So be prepared. Have yourself ready. Then you can do whatever you like.
I mean,
it's just wild, bro.
You want to start that one?
No. If you're about to talk, then you.
No, going back to the point, like not even agreeing with Dale, agreeing with Donald, agreeing with everybody pretty much. Like I think women in general just have to be careful and really understand, like there are some men that are still typed into that primal sense where they see, you wearing cleavage out, like they might not look at it and just pass by. They really might stare at you for a minute and really look and gawk and really stare until it makes you feel uncomfortable. And some men go and act upon those primal urges.
No, it's true. Don't you think it's fucked that like we have to like walk our girls out or some shit? Like we have to do all this stuff because we have to protect them. Because it's fucked. Truth. And it's not really victim blaming either. Because like this is just we know this shit. We know that this shit happens, and we have to do the best that we can. Yeah. But how do we like stop fools from doing that? Like us, like growing up. Because when we're growing up, we're too busy growing up too. And like, what do you think like causes that shit?
I think a lot of men lack emotional intelligence. That's one of the things. Like you can't really go up to a woman. Like they say, oh, just be honest with the women. It's like, yeah, you do have to be honest with the women, but you have to use different type of wording. It can't be like, hey, we should be fuck buddies. Yeah. And it's like, but no, you'd have to phrase it in a way. But that's like working on emotional intelligence. Like, and we kind of need the help too, because some guys probably just didn't grow up around women, and like they might have an outlook on women already, like a preconceived like notion that they have, and it's not right. I guess we gotta listen more as men, Yeah. Because sometimes I bet like maybe like 2000s or even anything past like 2010, Motherfuckers would be like, hey, she knew where she was, like on
that's
some bullshit.
Crazy, bro.
And that was normal.
I remember when that shit started happening, where they were like, if she's drunk, it's a rape. And it's like it should have always been like this, but like back then they didn't like. Yeah. If they were drunk, it was almost like fine. Yeah. When I was a kid, I would hear about that or like in movies and stuff, and it's like, damn, this shit's like grimy. Like
you can't believe all women though, because there's a lot of stories that is bullshit too.
It's super.
But like I don't know.
You heard about that Freddie Gibbs shit? Freddie Gibbs is getting like a lot of airtime on this shit, but like it was he was in another country and some girl said that she got raped, and then she dreamed, and like the next day. She said she had a dream that Freddie Gibbs raped her also.
What the fuck?
And then he was stuck in prison. A dream?
A dream?
And that helped. And then like she let it go after a while or whatever. But he was stuck in prison for a long time. He hated that shit.
And like that woman probably had guilt. Think about the women that don't have any guilt. It's like, all right, or they probably do have guilt, but they're not willing to come out about it.
Like Jameis Winston, right? Didn't he get accused of rape and then he like decided to sue her or some shit?
Justin Bieber did that.
See, bro? I mean, I would too. Like, if you're putting it out there that I raped you, and I knew for a fact I could prove that, like, I had no contact with you, I know we were talking before about Tristan Thompson because I was like, cheating allegations, but like same thing for rape, especially, bro, because it's like if I know for a fact I'm dealing with someone who's making up lies about me and I can prove that, it's like, if anything, like someone needs to be other people need to be shown like this shit is not cool. Like you can't just say whatever because you're hurting the people that actually did get raped. Because now people do have to vet, like, does this seem legit? Does this seem like someone telling the truth? Because we see examples of that. So it's like, it's almost you got to show the other ones, like, nah, there's going to be repercussions when you're lying about such a serious thing.
Being accused of rape is like, it has like the same stench as porn. You know, like, even after a porn star will, like, stop doing porn, she'll always be remembered for a porn star. Yeah. And you know, if a guy gets accused for rape, it's like, your name. Yo, that's on me for the rest of my life. That's just bullshit.
Yeah, the allegation is to be remembered, but like the apology or like the freaking proof of his innocence, like, oh, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just think of it, that might be like an introduction to most people. It's like, oh, this guy raped this girl, like the allegation, and then they never care about the guy again, but that's what they remember as him.
Yeah. Like, hey, I didn't get charged, you know, but
you didn't see all the stuff that happened after. But.
Exactly, like I didn't get charged, but they still think that you're a rapist. You know, that's fucked. That's fucked for real.
What about that EDP shit? The EDP shit.
Oh yeah, EDP, bro. You put me onto that. Okay, so this will be the last topic we cover, and then we'll skirt out. But so EDP, big boy. Actually, can you y'all know about EDP?
Nah,
I know he's a YouTuber, and I know a little bit. Yeah, I know about it, but I don't know what he does though.
So how would you describe how would you describe his platform before these, and then we'll talk about the actual.
I didn't really watch a lot of his videos. He's like he was big on like memes and stuff. They'd meme him, but like
eat that pussy.
Eat that pussy 445. Never ate that pussy, but he's a big Eagles fan and shit. Would report on that shit, and then he would just be raging a lot.
And he was like viral for that, but like people loved him. Like, but I forgot how long was he cracking for?
Years,
right? Like a long ass time. The dudes that caught him were like, dude, I used to watch you in high school, and they seem hella.
Yeah, he's kind of like on the not the downfall. Well, now he's on the downfall. Yeah, but like before he was on like the downward slope.
And that's why I think that's why most of us didn't know him like that. Yeah, but I feel like the years before us for sure knew him because like it seemed like everybody was commenting on it. But basically, you know how they do the guys that like catch the pedophiles. Mm-hmm. So they caught him and they pulled up messages that he had with a 13-year-old talking about like he wanted to teach her about sex, talking about he wanted her to get on top of him. Like he was making plans to meet up with her. And they do this shit, you know, where they catch you in the act. Like, oh, you thought you were here to see a 13-year-old. Like, what are you doing here, man? And they just fucking like lectured him / asked him questions that like was kind of like, bro, he's a pedophile. Like, what do you? So I don't get it.
Chris Hansen his ass.
Yeah, basically, literally, shit. Chris Hansen him. They talked for 45 minutes, bro. It was fucking boring. I can't even lie. Like,
you got a video?
Yeah. The whole thing's recorded.
This dude is 30, bro.
Man, she's
bro,
13.
He's grimy. You know, they also like have video of him on stream like a couple weeks before talking to the girl. Like she calls him. He's like, "What's up, babe?" And then he's like, "I'm making a video right now. I'll call you later." And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, "Love you." And then he hangs up the phone and he's like, "What do y'all know about that? Y'all know pussy having motherfuckers." And he's talking to a 13-year-old,
bro. That is
no pussy.
Because he had the what do they call it? Decoy, 13-year-old decoy, like for 2 months.
What do you mean decoy?
Like basically, she was like texting him and all this stuff, bro. He was he was explaining to her like how the female body works and stuff.
But it wasn't. It was like one of those.
Sorry, I know that like you know the TED Talk we talked about it earlier, how they're trying to like justify pedophilia, you know.
No, bro.
But like I think that shit is sick, bro. I think you can't let people walk around and look at kids like that. Like, bro, if that's your fucking daughter, oh, you're cool with that? Go let your fucking daughter go play. Yeah, go let your fucking daughter go play with them.
Like you see so many cases, like where they catch pedophiles, and it's like you're not like thinking twice about it. Like even on some of the messages, he thinks twice about it. Like almost like what is it called? Fucking when you jack off and then
post nut clarity.
Yeah, post nut clarity, and then he just like go back to texting her the next day, and it's like, bro, like he's like, oh, my career's gonna get ruined if someone finds out about this, and it's like, bro, you know you're gonna get like caught.
I can't see how you attracted to a kid though, bro.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's like, do you think they're just like nasty and attracted to a kid, and they don't care about the law, or they don't think the law like
they just can't help
it?
They can't help
I could fucking say like I would never be attracted to that shit.
But that in their head, that's why they're trying to classify it now as a mental disorder, because they're saying that it's the same sexuality. Like you're attracted to women because you're attracted to women. Like that's how that's how you are. Some people are attracted to men, while some people are attracted to kids, and they can't help it, and there's nothing for them to do because it's seen on society as terrible.
So what do they want to do then?
So they want to have safe spaces for pedophiles.
Yeah, like some people are
that's crazy, bro. Like
not a safe space, bro. Like I got rehab. Different. Like yeah, they need like something where they. Like, someone, I don't know.
They give him rehab, but it's with like hookers and shit. That'd be wild.
Bro,
bro, he was at the thing and he was saying like, yeah, I have the fantasies. Come on.
Yeah.
Like the people interviewing him, like, come on, you have the fantasies about fucking like a 14-year-old.
Oh
and
my
he was
God.
like, some 17-year-olds are kind of cute.
Yeah, the dude interviewing him, oh, fuck that fool too. He's a fucking racist also.
Oh, yeah, see, it gets deep.
He's a bum.
What were you about to say?
The dude that cut. No, I was just saying one at a time. I'm telling y'all, it's so horrible to listen back when it's everybody. And we could be getting fired up. But no, no, I wasn't going to say nothing.
That's my fault, man. My bad.
That's okay. We're hyped.
Oh, no, but they want to say space.
That's so crazy because like they told me like, oh, it's a mental disorder, so don't like hate us. We won't act on it. But they're like, no, we want to act on it. Like that's where you don't get me, bro.
That's like you know what else is mental disorder? Being a psychopath.
That's what I'm saying,
being a sociopath.
Yeah.
Like
we don't enable you, bro. Like the
Do
fuck.
you think like we're just trying to like figure out what's right and what's wrong, and then we're fucking up along the way? Like it's weird because that's like clearly like wrong.
We dissect everything so much we can't agree on anything.
And like we're trying to find like what's the perfect world to live in or whatever. But it's like, bro, like
we could
have these people like, or like when people get caught up on some shit and they go to the court case and they act all crazy, they're trying to claim mental illness and stuff. It's like, don't you see these fools are trying to use this shit as a cop out?
At times, definitely. But then other times, I'm like, bro, a lot of niggas have issues. Like, it's depending where they coming from. Like, PTSD even is a real thing. Like, a lot of people that have seen fucked up stuff, like, you wonder why people can be so violent at times. Like, your mind is fucked up. And that's even like we talked about how, like, you were talking about how it's so fucked up if you actually visualize these songs. And I was saying, like, dog, like, they really do that, though. Like, a lot. Like, I was telling them about the Chicago funeral where they came in and dragged the casket out. And that's not even nothing. Like, there's way worse shit, like getting shot up at visuals and shit like that. But it's like, that's sometimes I do really feel for, because they used to, you know, the thing used to be like, oh, other people, when, like, a white guy shoots up somewhere, it's like, it's mental disorder. Or it's mental health. But then, you know, black kids, and it really is true in terms of, like, there's so many black kids that would get prosecuted and sent away for so long, and they never, like, stop to think, like, doesn't this kid probably have PTSD, probably mental disorder? Just enough on the fact of, like, the things that he's seen, like, the trauma that his brain has experienced at such a young age.
I mean, that's definitely a topic. That's probably for a whole other podcast, but mental health in the black community. You know, like,
that's a good topic.
Like, it's really not talked about. It's really not harped upon. And even if it's like, oh, we do have somebody in the family with mental health issues, you kind of just push them away. Honestly, being in a black family, it's kind of like, oh, don't kind of talk about that. And we don't usually put them in rehab. Like, we're not the first person to be like, oh, go put them in rehab, or have the money to go put somebody in rehab.
It's like
so
college.
it's like, well, you look at rehab, what the fuck? Like, I'm not doing that. So it's not even it's really like a sheltered, you know, like, it's like we keep it kind of in house. We keep that conversation in house. We don't talk about that online. But
So is this like the new guest format?
Man, I don't know, bro. We don't even fuck. Yeah, we got it. Oh, nah, you know we got it, dog.
You said
we
you can't
got to
fake a
figure it out.
feeling, man.
Huh?
You said you can't fake an interview or nothing. You know,
Well,
you
that's-
have a guess. It'll be tough.
That's facts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's got to be
solid.
Definitely gotta be somebody we fuck
Yeah,
with.
exactly. Got to be one of our dogs. It can't be nobody we don't know like that. And then we over here moving the table out the way and shit. We got a fucking step stool like it's a fucking.
I got my
round.
mom's coworker in the building. You
Yeah,
know?
I
right.
was prepared when I got here.
She gonna walk out. Who the fuck is this? I never met him before. I'm watching him, making sure nothing happens.
Yo, when we first started, people still hit me now like, yo, I got an artist, man. I gotta bring him up to your pod. Like,
No.
can you give us any information on him? Anyway, I at least like entertain it, but I'm not gonna. I already know it's not really gonna work. But like, at least entertain him maybe for the future. But it was like, yo, does he have an IG page?
must be
Yeah.
weird.
Just sends me like, bro, I don't even know this guy. Like, why would I just have him? Oh, he has 200 followers. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Some random nigga.
just on some just like, well, do you have any music I can hear from him? Like, why would I just? What is that going to do? You know how awkward that's going to be if we just have a random dude up here like, so you like making music, huh?
Yeah, bro. Like first introduction of like on a podcast.
A guy we don't know who just
He would get fucking hurt. If he moves too fast, I'll be watching his ass the whole time.
No,
you
come around.
I'll be watching him, just chilling, like, okay. Yeah. I saw you make 2 phone calls. Why you making 2?
Yeah.
Why you making 2?
Nigga sneeze, he thinks he's jumping. Tori about to start throwing shit,
Bro, any car that drive by too fast that I don't recognize, because everybody lives neighbors and shit. So I'm just okay.
I don't see that nigga.
Right.
before.
Why you keep looking out the window, dog?
Yeah.
Saw you look over there twice.
Why you keep checking your phone?
Yeah, that's good.
I'm dead. All right.
Well,
Well,
you need the time. I got you. Why you keep checking your phone?
all right. Well, how we feeling, boys? Are we wrapping it up? Or anyone else got anything else you want to talk about, Donnie? Any topics you thought of?
I just like talking, man.
Just talking, just vibing out, just vibing out. Shit, well, during the time while I wrap up this intro, if you think of any more topics, we will gladly kick into it because I do like talking to you, my friend.
Dale, why don't you like conscious rap?
Oh, I like conscious rap. It has to be really good though.
Like who do you like that's conscious rap?
Kendrick. He was my favorite rapper for a few years.
But you don't like T-Path.
I mean, I don't dislike it.
Do you? Okay. I always wanted this because I remember there was one pod and I was like, I need to be there.
All right, for sure.
Because he was saying that like, you love stories and shit. You read books.
Yeah.
And like, so I was always wondering why you just like music that just like is hype music. Why don't you look at music as like an artistic point of view and like fuck with it like that? Because you can listen to both, you know?
Yeah, I do look at an artistic point of view, but in a different way. Like, the beat, it's artful to me. Like, the way it sings is artful to me. Like, the way, like, the vocals complement the production is artful to me. Like, but I could appreciate a good story song, too. But, like, to me, like, I just see music in a different way than I see, like, stories and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But, yeah, I definitely see music as an artful type of thing. But I definitely listen to, like, story songs all the time. Like, Last Call, like, Honey's one of my favorite songs.
But, like, I get you. Like, so you fuck with more imagery shit. Kind of like with like movies and stuff, they have like stories, but it's like you can see that shit, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Rather like in music, you have like some fool like vocals just loud as fuck.
Sometimes people be giving up too much. Like there is, because I feel like I know when he be getting like he be roasting or like it's cringe or certain times. Because so sometimes it can be cringe when a guy's like explaining, but it's like the bar.
Wait, no, you know, like I don't feel like Kendrick's not necessarily like explaining.
I know,
like,
and that's
like,
why it's
like
fire.
A white rapper, like or like Eminem used to do, but it was like fire.
That's why it's fire. As opposed, we've heard some shit. It's cringe. It's like even like when we saw niggas trying to get on that conscious shit during like the George Floyd stuff. All that shit was cringe.
Bro, like Michael Rappaport. Oh my.
Dude, LL Cool J was funny as fuck.
Bro, what happened?
Bro, the video like rapping like here was a lyrical thought. And bro, he was crying, looking
that shit was crazy.
Then you saw bro who had all the writing on him.
That shit was crazy. Freddie Gibbs was roasting him.
Dude,
like,
that was
fuck LL Cool J. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, who was the dude? I forgot.
King Batch.
King Batch, bro. That was
hilarious.
That
one was hilarious. Oh my god.
And now like Michael Rappaport was like, you don't think Tupac or Biggie will be spitting some sort of rhetoric right now about the coronavirus? I don't want to hear somebody rap about corona, bro.
Yeah. And there have been some nice punchlines with it, but yeah, it's that shit was funny. But even like, so sometimes it's the feel, huh?
I thought you got a song that's like COVID related.
Bro, I wish I remember what LL Cool J was spitting, bro. We were joking about.
He was saying some funny ass stuff, bro.
What the fuck was he saying, bro?
Bro, some old rapidy rap
but
shit.
Like some shit, especially today, dude, even Kendrick is hella conscious. Like Cole is hella conscious, but like it sounds fucking good for one thing. Cause some niggas will sacrifice the bar to get off the point, or like get off the message. But like the bar is not fire.
I said that shit like it was like some fire.
Yeah, like the bar. Bro, because like seriously, like they be just. They too focused on like trying to get up. When I was 5, I had some shit happen. Like, bro, you telling me like dead asses like a lot, especially rappers that don't really like if you hear like just a random rapper you meet on like SoundCloud that's trying to be conscious. Like sometimes it's not that people don't like conscious music. It's just that like you gotta bring it across people a certain way. Like Kendrick shit, you gotta listen to understand what he's saying, but people like the way it sounds. J. Cole shit, he's a little more direct, but he's so poetic about it. And his flow is doing what it's doing, so it's like people love to hear it. The shit's fire. We don't just if you sound like a certain way, it's just not good, bro. No one wants to hear that.
You ever listen to Ka?
Oh yeah, you told me to listen to him. I listened to him.
Oh, you love Ka, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, I listen to that fool, and some of the shit he says, I'm like, I can't imagine how like someone could just write this shit down and like say it.
But even him, bro,
so
I cringe a little.
He puts his words together is nuts.
Actually, I don't remember.
I feel like you could definitely label like conscious rap, but I want to start moving mentally in my own head, right? When I look at music, because we think about Kendrick as like conscious rap, but maybe it's a difference between, maybe before, right? Like Good Kid, Mad City. Maybe I wouldn't consider that conscious rap, but that's like telling a story. Like, you know, what's the difference between conscious of you talk? I mean, I guess how do you define conscious rap? Like, you got to talk about what's going on at the moment, because I think sometimes we talk about when we hear these artists and they talk about enlightening things or like things that we probably the mainstream doesn't hear, and we call it conscious, but it's just them telling a story or them telling like their experience, but maybe they don't want to be labeled as conscious. Like I don't know, I'm trying to add some like different perspective.
Good Kid, Mad City conscious too. I mean, even back then he was a conscious rapper, because it's not necessarily you have to talk about like social things, but like you having a story type thing, or you having a direct message. I think it's the directness of it, of you specifically speaking on something that you're interested in. And then I think there's also production that goes along with it too. Like if you're on a trap beat talking, like it's probably just not going to sound right. Like you're getting hella conscious with it. But I think it's that. I mean, as opposed to like, I would say I make more like abstract type music. I mean, not Donnie made some different abstract music, but I was saying like in terms of when you're reading the bars and you're reading the shit back, like I wouldn't say like I'm trying to specifically I'm trying to make you feel a type of way, and let some bars I'll let you find your meaning in. So I mean it in that way, not that my shit sounds like Donnie's.
No, a little. That's why we need more like subgenres, or like not everyone has a subgenre, but it's not like movies where there's like so many levels to it. It's like it's weird. It's just hip hop and rap. And that's it.
Yeah, hip hop / rap.
Like rock, you got so many different versions of rock that are like getting awards and stuff. But it's like, why don't you do that with rap? Just give them it's rap. It's just like niggas be doing. Kind of like R&B is the next thing that kind of got like close.
I think it's because the consumer doesn't really care. Like the consumer that listens on the radio is like, oh, this is DaBaby, the street guy. Oh, this is Meg Thee Stallion. She's from Houston. This is. They're just and that's just, it is like they just don't care. So like for them, it's just like it's all hip hop, it's all rap. Like they all just group everyone together, and we got the people who sell the most, we got the people who pack out the most and shit like that. But it's just there's no reason to classify as anything else because they're not really focused about like the art of it. They're just it's dollars, bro. Like this is people's lives, and it's a big ass industry of people, and people. That's why when people like get fucked over by labels, it's like people got to know like, bro, they were here before you were here. Like they were doing this shit before you got here. Like, but artists feel special. Like someone reached out to them, like, bro, they believe in me.
They're gonna help me.
Yeah, they want me, bro. They see a vision for me, but like, which is exciting. But like, just know, like, they were looking for a rapper to get money off of. Like, this is the point of a label. Your job is to do that. Like, if you're supposed to be finding talent, why do you think this $1 million label is having people go out and find talent so they can make money? Yeah. It's a fucking label. Like,
so you excited for that 360?
The 360, man. I'm signing a 360, and it's gonna be an all around contract because the pod's gonna be included. So everything y'all writing there. That guy signed us up. I'm excited. Dude, they gave us $5,000. Can you imagine a $5,000?
Nicer though, man. Huh? Like they give you a new backdrop and all this shit, some crazy stuff.
Yeah, like bro, the setup's gonna be great.
Well, here you got an extra mic.
They're gonna get us 2 stools now. Yeah. All right, man. I think we're at like a 3-hour pod, guys. We might as well just spend the night. Get the sleeping bags, bro. Okay, last thing. We'll see how much of this we'll keep. All I know is we had a great fucking
stream,
time,
bro.
Oh, the day I didn't even hear you, Donnie.
We just 24-hour stream.
You see, we need to start streaming, bro. All right, man. So big appreciation to Donnie Block. Thank you for joining us, bro. It was great to have you. I think you vibed with everyone. I think everyone is having a good time, and we'd love to have you back on here, man. When's the next album coming?
It's nice to meet all you guys, man.
Yeah, the first time.
Next album?
I'm on it.
Before the end of 2021 is.
Oh yeah. Obviously.
Fire,
for real?
I got like 60% of it done.
Ooh,
it's more of like an experience type, not as much
summertime
like vibe. Oh, that's the shit that sucks, man. You make like sad shit in the winter, but then it ends up coming out in summer.
Oh yeah,
damn. So, yeah. But yeah, before 2021 and more singles. Trying to get some more some more abstract shit, but shit that'll make people dance a little more, I guess.
You gonna get a feature
or like
action?
funky stuff. What's up?
You gonna get feature action? YouTube?
Of course.
Baby.
T-Rizzy.
Talk about.
Let's go.
Excited for that one.
All right, man. So thank you.
Kai Creations in there too.
In this
Yes. Well, yes. Thank you to you, bro, and thank you to all the viewers, man. Thank you guys for tapping in. We hope we had a good, engaging, valuable conversation for y'all to watch, and we hope you felt like you were part of the conversation. And we will not do sports today, but just know sports was in our heart. Lakers are in a rough patch, and don't talk about Russell, but he's doing well.
He hooping, nigga.
Go Raiders.
Yeah. You wanted to talk about it some
the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, exactly.
NFL draft tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Mac Jones going 3rd, Kyle Pitts going 4th. Tell him now.
We gave y'all sports.
Bye.
There's your sports.
Girl, I'm off the drugs right now. I could use your love right now, but they steady trying to tear me down. I just wanna tell you now,